Okay, South Africa, here we go. Good morning to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso right here on S3. It is wonderful to start this midweek Wednesday off with you. Nice and chilly in the Cape, man.
How you doing, bro?
How's it, my brother? It's
good?
good to see you, man. Yeah, it's good to see you guys out there.
Yes.
And listen, we are ready for that Feel Good Breakfast Show this morning. Today's Culinary hotline is all things chocolate. Yes, from creating a gooey chocolate skillet. Is that a skillet cake?
I think it's a skillet
cake.
Yeah, that sounds delicious enough for me.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, we're going to get the terminology done. And then also a simple chocolate pudding. I mean, it really is time to get those recipe pens out. So if you have a chocolate culinary conundrum, then we want to hear from you. Remember that WhatsApp line 0634088863.
We have got you. And there's another conundrum that I know many of the parents out there are dealing with currently. Kids are on holiday. What do you do with them, right?
I know. So I'm in that situation. No, wait, my wife is in that situation.
Okay. Don't worry, we got you covered, and the rest of you Mzansi too, right? We've got arts, we've got crafts to play in studio, and that's all for the kids visiting the studio this morning. And we're going to be putting the creativity skills to the test, and on top of this, also going through a fitness workout for the kids and some of the big kids too. So everybody can get along for this one, yeah?
Listen, and then we're going to be elevating, literally elevating this Wednesday morning. Entertaining us this morning is the man who is a legend in his own right. He's been here sound checking, and we've been grooving already to the tracks this morning. Clegg is in the house. He's here, and we cannot wait to chat to him and catch up and see what's been new in his life.
Absolutely can't wait. It's going to be a stellar performance coming through from him, and someone that also can't wait to say hello to you. Hey, G-Man, I see you, brother.
Today is for the big kids. I love it. So we're going to open the conversation right now. I'm going to say good morning, welcome to Jez. So good to have him and his team here. To all of my beautiful crew, and of course to you beautiful people at home. Thank you so much for dialing back in. We had an amazing day yesterday. Let's make sure today is even better. So let's start the conversation right now. We're going to, it's a bit loaded. I get that, okay? Especially if you're a parent dealing with your kids being on school holiday right now and there's just no off switch. But I'm going to put it to you. As an adult, if you were on school holiday right now, and I'm talking to you, the adults right now, wishing that you were on school holiday right now, what would you be doing to pass the time? Probably outside, playing with sticks and stuff, man. Things have changed slightly since I was a youngin', man. There is so much to get up to when you're a child, when you let the imagination free. So we want to be inspired. What would you be doing right now if you could just turn things off and take a holiday? And of course, we are there to celebrate those school holidays with all of you. So if you are on holiday, yay, I hope you're going to do absolutely nothing today. If not, we're going to make this the most productive day that we can. So on that note, let's get into those news and sports headlines, and let's get the ship out of port.
Thank you so much, Graham. That's right. Listen, if I was on holiday, there's a lot that I would be doing right now. But let's start off this Wednesday morning with your news headlines, starting with those national news. The Independent Police Investigative Directorate has confirmed that they have interviewed the victims of the N1 assault incident and will be proceeding with the investigation. Now, footage shows members of the SAPS VIP protection services attached to Deputy President Paul Mashatile attacking 3 civilians on the N1 highway. Now, the video shows one of those attacked apparently lying unconscious on the side of the road. The victims were reportedly SANDF members undergoing military police training in Pretoria. And then Zulu King Misuzulu Kazwalatini has moved to reassure his people and dismiss stories that he had been poisoned. "I'm not poisoned, I am well," he said in a video released on Monday evening. At the weekend, the King's traditional prime minister said he had gone to neighboring Eswatini for treatment. Chief Mangosuthu Buthelezi added that it followed after the sudden death of one of the King's senior advisors of suspected poisoning. Now, Buthelezi said he had not acted in malice by making the announcement about the King's health. Then over to international news headlines this morning. Botswana has signed a revised deal with mining giant De Beers that will see the country's share in diamond production increase from 25% to 50% within the next decade. The South African nation is the world's largest producer of diamonds, and De Beers has been under pressure due to falling prices and growing competition. Now, the two parties, jointly known as Debswana, have also agreed on a 25-year extension of De Beers mining licenses. When announcing the deal, it was stated that it reflects the aspirations of the people of Botswana. And the world's average temperature reached a new high on Monday, topping 17 degrees Celsius for the first time. The new record was the highest dating back to the end of the 19th century. Scientists believe a combination of a natural weather event known as El Nino and mankind's ongoing emissions of carbon dioxide are driving the heat. last month also been confirmed as the world's warmest June yet recorded. Now, the world's average temperature reached 17.01 degrees Celsius on Monday, beating the previous record of 16.92 degrees Celsius that had stood since August 2016. And we'll end off with this story. China's a big country. We know this. It has big buildings, big cities, big rivers, and a big population as well. But the nation's penchant for big isn't just an artificial one. Nature plays along as well. Now, if you check out the tallest tree in Asia on the internet, it will probably be Malaysia's yellow Meranti of 100.8 meters. Now, this record, however, is no more. There is Himalayan cypress in China that's grown to 102.3 meters. But this isn't just the tallest tree in Asia, it's the second tallest tree in the world, behind America's coastal redwood that reaches 116 meters into the sky. This once again proves nature is simply amazing. And that's your news headlines for the 6 o'clock bulletin. We'll have another roundup for you at 7 o'clock right now. Let's jump into the first round of your sports with Graham.
Thank you so much, my friend. Let's kick it off with rugby and some pretty good news. Experienced number 8, Dwayne Vermeulen, will lead the Springboks for the 3rd time in their opening rugby championship clash up against Australia at Loftus this coming Saturday. So Vermeulen leads a team featuring a core of Rugby World Cup winners. Some proven talent there, talented newcomers as well, including a debutant and former Ireland international lock, Jean Klein, who will earn his first Springbok test cap. Then fly-off Mani Lebok and loose forward Marco van Staden also make their first starts. Congratulations, gents. Oxen Chair was named in the starting 15 but sustained a chest injury in training, sadly, with Stephen Kitsoff staying behind as injury cover. Then on to the junior levels of our rugby, still performing at their best. The junior Springboks secured their place in the semi-finals of the World Rugby Under-20 Championships with a superb second-half performance, grinding out a 24-16 victory over a spirited Argentina. South Africa, who topped Pool C, will now face Pool B winners, Ireland, in that semi-final on Sunday. A tough prospect, while the other top 4 playoff will be between England, who finished second in Pool B, and then Pool A winners, France. Really tough draw all across the board. The tournament hosts a trail 16-7 at halftime, but then 2 tries from a player of the match, Corné Beats, in the second half, saw Bafana and Tlako's team complete that comeback. Then we turn to netball, and the final list of 12 players to represent the country at the Netball World Cup on home soil in Cape Town, along with the names of the 3 reserves, has now been announced by Netball South Africa. Mongian Somi will captain the side with player of the tournament in the previous World Cup, Carla Pretorius, her vice-skipper, Kanisa Chawane, Izet Rizal, Pumza Maweni, and Lanise Potgieter are some of the other star players in a very strong squad that will meet again on the 14th of July in Cape Town for that final training camp before the Netball World Cup. And it's here. We love that. Now let's go a little further afield and head back onto grass as Wimbledon top seed Carlos Alcaraz overpowered Frenchman Jeremy Chardy, and then holder Elena Rybakina shook off a slow start to progress as persistent showers severely disrupted yesterday's schedule. So Alcaraz, who topped the world rankings after his Queen's Club triumph last week, he crushed Chardy 6-love, 6-2 and 7-5. And Andy Murray maintained his record of never losing in the Wimbledon first round with a pretty encouraging straight sets victory over fellow Briton Ryan Peniston. And Rybakina battled to beat American Shelby Rogers 4-6, 6-1 and 6-2 with the fight back, while Tunisia's Onsia Beard, who I think a lot of us have hopes on this year, she beat Paul Magdalena Frech 6-3 and 6-3 to progress as well. We'll touch on those headlines again in about an hour or so, but right now, brand new day, brand new weather, and possibly a few warnings. Ryle's got the latest.
Thank you so much, G-Man. Yes, let's take a look at the weather this morning. And you have heard of a lot of weather warnings, but in the past few weeks, we've had numerous warnings to add to that. But for today, the SA Weather Service has not issued one. Now, although an intense cold front moved in over the Eastern Cape yesterday afternoon, however, all in all, it appears as if it's going to be a pleasant day for holiday makers. And the offing is as if today's weather will be fine and cool in most parts of the country. Now, this being said by the SA Weather Service. Now, as per the rainfall chart for today, isolated showers are expected over the northern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. But apart from that, fine conditions will prevail. Oh, yes. Well, speaking of how fine these conditions will be, let's dive into those temperatures right now and find out. And starting off in Polokwane, the day starting at a low of 6 up to a high of 22 degrees. Sunny skies expected all the way around, and much the same for Mbombela. 12 is your low, up to a nice warm 24 degrees. Pretoria starts the day on 6, moving up to a high of 21. And Johannesburg, a chilly start of 5 degrees up to a moderate 19 degrees Celsius. Moving over to Mahikeng now, the sunny skies continue from 2 degrees. You move up to a high of 23 degrees Celsius. Klerksdorp sees the day starting at a chilly 1 degree up to a moderate 21 for your max. Kimberley, a chilly start of 0 up to 21. Sunny skies expected, and much the same for Bloemfontein, starting at -4 and moving up to 21 degrees for your max. Out in Richards Bay, however, the rain does continue. 12 is your low up to a high of 20 degrees, and much the same for Pietermaritzburg. A bit of rain coming through from 5 up to 17. Durban, 12 is your low up to a high of 20, and Mthatha, a chilly start of 2 up to a maximum of only 16 degrees Celsius. Carrying on around the coast now and over to East London. Your day starting at a low of 7 up to a high of 17 degrees. Craddock brings a chilly start of 0 up to 14. GQ Gqeberha sees the day starting at 5 up to 17 degrees. And George, 4 is your low up to a high of 14. Over to the mother city now, and it looks like sunny skies continue in this side of the world. 8 is your low up to a high of 16. Worcester sees the day starting at 7 up to 18. Sutherland sees the day starting at a chilly 3 degrees up to a high of 16. And Uppington, last but not least, 4 is your low up to a nice warm holiday-making 27 degrees Celsius. I absolutely love it. And yeah, these temperatures are getting me in the mood for sunrise views. So let's kick it off this morning. And Sadi in Clarence is showing off a peaceful combination of hues over the mountains, and I absolutely love it. Look at that pop of color just coming through from that foreground. I love it indeed. And then up next, we got Poppy and KZN. Woo, look at this. Snapped this moment of the birds chilling on the roof. I want to adopt the mantra of the bird today. Let's chill, people. Let's just chill. It's holiday season. Reiki's up next and shared this violet-inspired view all the way from Brits. I love how the trees are just bearing power in this shot. Beautiful stuff indeed. And then we got Dean out in the sea park. And this one is on the beach, walking on the soft sand, starting his day off with nothing but positivity. I'm here for this and all these incredible sunrise views. Thank you for sharing it at Mzansi 063-408-8863. We'll do it all again in just an hour and keep putting smiles on our faces. But for now, though, let's see what else we can expect for the rest of the show.
Thank you, my man, Raul. You know what else we are here for? It is chocolate, because we are gearing up for World Chocolate Day on Friday. And today being a Wednesday, it is the Culinary Hotline Bling. A ting. Yes, and Chef Ayesha is here. So listen, if you have a conundrum at home with regards to chocolate in the kitchen, then let us know. 063-408-8863. We want to connect with you, but we are going to be making something absolutely incredible. This is the vibe right here. It is a chocolate skillet, okay, with some ice cream, and it looks phenomenal. So stick around for that and a whole lot more on your Feel Good Breakfast Show after the break. We'll be back.
We have exciting news for all you young chefs. Yes, you guessed it. The Excella Young Chef Competition is back. If you are a qualified chef with at least 3 years of experience, are under the age of 35 and have a confident TV personality, then enter to stand a chance to compete for a 20,000 Rand cash prize and that coveted title of Excella Young Chef for 2023. Just follow the Excella Young Chef Competition link on the Afternoon Express's Facebook, Twitter or Instagram pages, or on our website. Upload a video of yourself sharing your name, a short intro about who you are, where and when you qualified, and describe your signature Excella dish using Excella rice, Excella sunflower oil, or Excella mayonnaise. And also, tell us why your dish is made excellent with Excella.
Entries close at midday on the 21st of July, 2023.
T's and C's apply and can be found on afternoonexpress.co.za. Excella, a taste of pure excellence.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to it. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on S3. And officially, welcome to the Culinary Hotline. Blake, ting, ting, ting. Come on. So it is International Chocolate Day on Friday. We cannot wait. We all love chocolate. And in light of this rather decadent day, we have themed today's hotline to all things chocolates. So we have invited a very special guest to share her favorite chocolate recipes with us. Private chef and sweet treat expert, Aisha Suleiman. She is here. And listen, also, if you have any culinary questions around chocolate or melting chocolate, whatever the case may be, you want to join in on that discussion, you can send us your voice notes to our WhatsApp line 0634088863. We're looking forward to hear from you. Aisha, hello and good morning.
Good morning.
I love this because there's a lot of chocolate, and we are gearing up for a lot of chocolate, and I love this. I was just laughing as we were talking off air.
Yes.
My mom always had melting chocolate in the cupboards. And this is not normally for eating, but
No.
you can.
You can. I mean, why
But
not?
it would go less and less.
And
but
less.
I was just saying she never had this much in the cupboard. But we are making a chocolate skillet.
Yes.
Topped with a little bit of ice cream.
Of course.
And this is what we are going to make from scratch right now.
Yes,
so
let's
you
start.
put me to work, Aisha.
Awesome. So I'm going to ask you to crack those 3 eggs for me, please.
Okay,
Or
one has
2
been
eggs
done
that's left.
already.
Yes, one's been done.
Just to
And
show
then
that it's an egg.
Yes, and then I'm going to get started on the butter. So we are going to melt some, oh, that's nice and hot.
Okay.
Salted butter.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how
Yes.
challenging is this recipe?
Oh, it's super simple, and it's one of those things where you mix everything, you chuck it, goes in the oven, we leave it.
Okay.
Super,
All right.
super
So
quick.
pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
It sounds nice and quick as well.
That's what I love about these things. I mean, as much as I am a chef, I don't like to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. I'm one of them. I get a bit lazy every now and then.
You want to just produce the epic flavors very quickly and then, get it out there.
get into there.
Yes.
It's especially with the dessert. I mean, where you've got chocolate, you don't want to spend too much time because you want to get into it, especially once
is
everything
true.
starts smelling really good. You're going to see what's going to be happening.
I presume I'm also just kind of
Yes,
whisk
we're
this
going
up
to
a
whisk
little
that
bit.
lightly for me, please.
Okay.
We've got the salted butter that we've lightly melted. If you wanted to take this a step further, you could also brown your butter. And it just gives that a
that's a
really
bit more-
nice, nutty flavor.
That's it.
If you wanted to do that. So while you're doing the
Okay,
eggs...
so butter goes in there.
Yes, that's butter. We're just going
Right.
to set that aside to let it cool for a little bit. And then we're going to mix in our dry ingredients, which is our sugar, flour, and our cocoa.
Cocoa.
Yes,
cacao.
cacao. That's the first bit of chocolate for the
Right,
day.
and this is your
Vanilla, 1 teaspoon
You know,
of
this
vanilla.
is probably, I'm not going to lie, the best smell in
Oh,
the
it
world.
definitely is.
A vanilla little essence there.
It
Okay.
is. Have you ever eaten a vanilla pod raw?
No, I haven't.
Not the same flavor.
No, that's the thing.
Not the
Also,
same
if you
flavor.
taste this, it's not the same
not
thing.
it doesn't
The
smell.
smell is deceiving.
It's one of those things where the smell and the taste are two
I know.
completely
I know.
different
No,
things.
for sure.
Goes for cocoa as well.
For you, exactly.
I think a lot of kids, especially, have found it out the hard way.
It looks good, but
Don't eat it.
okay.
So we've got the dry ingredients that have all mixed
Right.
together. And so now I am going to slightly and very slowly add.
Okay. Is there anything that I can do?
You're going to keep whisking the eggs for me.
Oh yes, okay.
Yes,
So
and then I'm going to slowly add the
because we
butter
don't want our eggs now to
to
cook,
cook.
here.
Exactly. So we're going
We
to
want to temper it.
Exactly. That's
Ooh,
perfect.
look at that. That word just came. I haven't used temper in a while.
You know, that's good kitchen language. You're good.
Yeah, okay.
So we're just going to keep doing that. The butter has actually browned
Little
quite
bit-
a bit.
little bit nutty there, yeah.
A little bit of nut flavor. Oops, there we go.
But we love chocolate and
love
some
chocolate.
nuts. You know, come on, it's a winning combination.
You can do, in actual fact, one of the good things is you could add nuts to this recipe as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. So now
Look
we're going
at that.
Yeah,
We have perfectly tempered eggs,
non-scrambled.
non-scrambled. Okay,
Add
so
the vanilla to that.
vanilla essence goes in there.
Yeah.
So
And
you
then-
can obviously use also fresh vanilla.
Oh, by all means,
if you-
yeah,
if you
do
have,
vanilla pods, vanilla seeds, vanilla paste,
Hmm.
powder as well, any sort of vanilla. Especially in a
right.
recipe like this, I think it doesn't really matter what type of vanilla you use.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the power is not that overpowering,
All right.
the flavor.
So just a quick one for those of you who just tuned in right now. This is the Culinary Hotline this morning, and it's all about chocolate.
Yes.
Gearing up for World Chocolate Day on Friday, and right now Chef Aisha is here, and she's making a delicious chocolate skillet, which
Okay.
is pretty simple so far, I
It
won't
is,
lie.
yeah. Do you want to mix while I pour?
You
Let's
know,
do that.
while I'm here,
Might as well put you to work.
that's it.
Let's get that in. So we want to make sure that we get a nice, smooth texture that's
it.
lump-free.
You're gonna check
And you've
this
got the
out
muscle,
now.
so we're going to leave that.
It's
we're
gonna
gonna leave that
happen.
for you.
It's gonna happen. But you would normally use maybe like a spatula or something,
You
right?
could use a spatula, you could use
Yeah.
we could use a whisk.
Don't
and
worry,
then
don't
our oven is...
You know, a little bit of mess. If you don't mess in the kitchen, you're not actually
Then
cooking.
you're not doing it right. No.
Exactly. Really, I just made that up.
No,
but
no,
I'm
no,
glad you
no,
said
it
it.
is.
It's
If
great.
there isn't a mess, you're not doing it correctly.
Okay, well, look at that.
And that you can see.
Look at that.
The
Now it's
texture.
getting there very nicely. This is
It's over. That's why I said I'm going to leave you to do that. That's
yeah,
the
no,
hard
no,
work.
I feel for this poor whisk here. Okay.
He's surviving. He's okay.
Is it okay?
That
Okay.
is perfectly fine. So the texture that we ended up with, as you can see, it's kind of like a soft
Yes.
cookie brownie texture. And
Okay.
that's what's going to give us that nice gooey chocolatey center.
All right, so we have that.
There we
Okay.
got that,
What
yes.
is the next step?
So our oven has already been preheated to 180, and we are now going to pour this deliciousness
In here.
into our skillet. Yes.
Okay, and I see that you have a little cutout of baking paper.
Yes, so the prepared pan, it is not really necessary to do the baking paper, but if you wanted to, you could.
Okay.
So we've obviously sprayed with our baking spray.
Okay.
And then pop that at the
pop that
bottom.
on top there.
Yeah, and now we are just going to scoop
Okay.
that. Let's do that. Let's get that.
Righto.
all. And it's quite a bit of a sticky.
All right. Remember, if you have any culinary conundrums around chocolate specifically this morning, chat to us. If you want to know something, if you want to ask your question to Chef Aisha this morning, 063 408 8863. That is our number.
And our little paper seems to be moving.
Yeah. Okay.
We're going to spread him and hope the paper stays in place.
Yeah. It's like, there we go.
There we
Maybe
go,
you can
just a little pat.
There we go. Look at that. Okay. Well, obviously, that's as it bakes. It's
It
going
will
to
start,
set a
yes,
little
start
bit.
to
Yeah.
set. And if you wanted to, you wanted to add the chocolate flavor more, add some chocolate chips.
Okay,
add
I was
some
about to
chocolate
ask because you
pieces.
can. So we've got a wonderful array of little goodies
Yeah.
here. So you can little white chocolate
You
buttons.
could, by
or
all
these
means, you could do-
caramel chips. You can do. Oh, well, maybe not
yes.
caramel chips. I don't know. That wouldn't go too
No,
nicely,
it
would it? Would it?
Well, yeah, chocolate
okay.
and caramel.
Okay.
Perfect flavor together.
So that goes into the oven.
Oven, yes.
And then
At
how long?
180. We're going to start, it's between 20 minutes, and then you can check. So what you want is you're looking for a nice shiny top once it bakes.
Yeah.
And you can sort of do the finger test is what I like. So you can just touch after
Yeah.
20 minutes. You're looking for a nice cracked top, but also a nice goofy center. So when you press, it's kind of got to give in just a smidgen.
So basically like a brownie kind of
Like a
vibe.
really good brownie.
Yeah, so crispy on the outside, but
yes,
that
nice
not
and
gooey
soft
on the
and
inside.
gooey, chocolatey, melted goodness on the inside.
All right, all
Yes.
right. And then it comes out like
comes
this.
out
There
looking
you'll
like
see the
that,
final
yes.
product right now. And we've topped it off with some ice cream. I'm surprised the ice cream didn't melt yet. It's starting to a
It's
little
starting
bit.
to.
But that's a nice thing because it will
That's
start melting
all
now.
into the cake, and it would be perfection.
And then you kind of just slice it out like a cake, I
You could
suppose, and
slice it
serve
out like a cake, or you could be, probably what I would do is I just go in with a spoon.
You know what?
You could
I think that's a great
Just go in with the spoon.
after dinner for a dessert.
You
You
could
know,
just-
get
yeah.
the family and just get a
Exactly.
spoon
Everybody
in
get a
hand
spoon.
and go for it. All right. Well, we're going to leave it for now.
Yes.
I'll taste it a little bit later. But if you want to get your hands on the recipe, I mean, this is really so simple. It really is
So easy.
Thank you very much
Yes,
for
you're
that.
welcome.
You can check out the whole recipe on our website as well as a list of ingredients, expressoshow.com. Go check it out there. But it is a chocolate affair right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show this morning for your culinary hotline. So stick around. We have another segment with Aisha coming up in just a bit.
Oh, you can make my day.
Do you have the best son in the world? If he held your heart from the day he called you mum or dad, then now is your chance to show how much he means to you. Nominate him to stand a chance to win a daily cash prize of 2,000 Rand, which Bernardo SA is giving away weekdays from the 26th of June to the 7th of July. And all you have to do is enter by replying to the competition post that is posted on the Expresso Facebook page, Expresso Instagram page, or the Expresso Twitter page during the competition period. Remember to use hashtag Bernardo SA and hashtag a dose of care in your answer. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, there's no escaping it. The school holidays have arrived. A well-deserved break for our little ones who have been working so hard to get halfway through the year. It's time to bid farewell to last term's school stress and embrace the joy of creativity. And we are here for that. That's what our show is all about. So we've got a very exciting variety of the Crazy Store's range of arts and crafts, and they're amazing. From make your own bags and paint your own keepsake boxes to paint your own magnets. All of these, my kids and I would absolutely love to do over the school holidays. These are the kind of activities that grow your kids while they're having fun. And here to show us just how creative you can get is Precious, Sierra, Lutendo and Alex. What's in the front of your keepsake box there?
Cupboards.
Oh, they look beautiful. So you've got little cupboards that you can put your stuff in with gorgeous hearts. I love the bags. And Alex, you've got the tough one. You are painting the magnets. It's not a competition, so just have fun and do something cool and creative. Are you ready?
Yes!
Yes, you are. On the count of 3, you're going to start painting. In 1, 2, 3. Okay, go. Now you can do it. Almost pulled a muscle there. Beautiful stuff here. And what I love about this is you get creative the second you start working or start playing on these projects. And as much as it feels like play, you are learning and developing those fine motor skills straight off the bat. So, Alex, where are you going to start?
I'll start with my seahorse.
Lutendo, you've got a blank slate in front of you, a beautiful handbag, quite cute with the dog and the shoe. You're going to make it an orange, shaggy dog. All right, we've got some beautiful paint going down there. Sierra, what are you starting there with your drawers? Red is a good place to start. If you've got a heart, Precious, can I give you a hand with the lid there? Yeah, there we go. See, parents still do have a role to play. There we go. Favorite color? Pink. And of course, that's why we start. So when we look at these activities, there is a reason why the Crazy Store have gone really big on the creativity and the do-it-yourself kind of stuff, because there is so much to be learned through this process. So I'm going to hone in on the make-your-own bags first, a great activity, great way for kids who love personalizing their own stuff, or maybe if you want to create a present for someone else, like Lutendo is doing here, you can add your own personal touch. You can make something that really does embody who that person is. These bags are available, as you can see, in a whole range of different sizes, some beautiful different designs. Are you like a robot? How are you able to color in so perfectly? And this is going to be a one-of-a-kind gift that the person who receives it is never going to be able to find something like this because you made it yourself. Sure, we've got some mad skills there. Precious, I think you can see you share the same genes. Perfect coloring in. Alex is doing what I would find impossible. Painting something tiny, and then we've got our keepsake box. It comes with 4 colors of paint and paint brushes as well, allowing them to really personalize and create a unique masterpiece. But I love it. My kids love having their own little safe place when there are things that they love, like little painted rocks that we leave around at different parks for other children to find. They keep them on their kind of mantelpiece in their little box. Now, the paint your own magnets, I think this is something my son would absolutely jump on. A really fun way for kids to express themselves with color, and also a beautiful keepsake that you can then stick on your fridge and you can remind yourself how amazing you are every day. Oh, and that's a beautiful color motif, the purple and the pink. Going to go perfectly together, absolutely beautiful. All right, what are you moving on to, Lutendo?
The shoe.
The shoe itself, and you've chosen a very purple color as well. I think my kids would give their absolute stamp of approval. Wow. What color are you going to do the next little draw in?
Still red.
Still red. If you like it, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Are you guys enjoying? I know it's quite challenging. Are you enjoying it?
Yes.
Oh, I can feel the creative juices flowing. This is absolutely amazing. Now, if you put it in context, if you're sitting at home and you are struggling with your kids, oh man, I've been trying to teach my kids to put the lids back on their Cokies for their entire lives. You're amazing, Precious. Thank you for doing that. The main thing here is we are passing time with something that's enriching and fun. So whether they're painting a masterpiece or sketching their dreams or creating something unique for themselves or to give to someone that they love, the Crazy Store has the perfect supplies to ignite that creative spark. As you can see, This is how much engagement you'll get. And with the help of the Crazy Store, you can watch your little one's creativity soar to new heights and get some pretty cool finished products at the end. I'm gonna have to save up some money so I can buy some of these finished artworks. This is how easy it is to get your kids engaged and having fun this holiday. Absolutely beautiful. You guys are doing a great job. Well done.
Whoever you are, whatever you need, you'll find great value for the whole family at the Crazy Store. So duck into a store near you and be surprised.
Oh, yes, I'm loving the show this morning. It's all about the kids. So let's keep the theme going right now. And with school holidays obviously in full swing, many kids might have that built-up energy that they would otherwise have used on the sports field at school, right? So let's figure out how we're going to deal with this conundrum. We've got someone here to take us through some of the exercises that parents can do with their children. And it is fitness instructor Natalie Daniels in the building. And it looks like we brought a little man's with.
Yeah.
How you doing, bro? What's your name?
Good. My name's Levi.
Levi, nice to meet you. You look like a bit of an athlete. You do sport?
Yes.
Yeah, what's your favorite sport?
Soccer.
Oh, and your favorite team?
Capsat.
Oh, nice, man. And your favorite position in soccer?
Center mid.
Center mid. So that means you've got to be fit, you've got to be strong. You also got to maybe do some exercises to be better at your game, right? So what's your favorite exercise, Levi?
Push-ups.
Whoa, moms, we went straight to the top. Natalie, push-ups?
Morning. It's too early. It's too early. But okay, that's what you want to
Well,
do.
while we're on the theme of it, should we get straight into it?
Okay,
Maybe
let's
do some push-ups, yeah?
How do we do a push-up? Okay, you are.
Okay, Levi's out here taking
Levi's
us through
here.
the session.
Okay.
Levi's
Woo.
got us in a push-up
Okay,
position.
hands.
All right, Levi, you ready? How do we do this?
Oh, too early for
nice!
mom.
Whoa! Another one? Let's go down.
Oh.
Look at this. He's
Come, guys.
outworked his
Yeah,
mom.
come on,
He's
kids.
about to almost
You
out.
can
Can he
do
walk out?
it,
That's your
yes.
boy. Can he out? That's your boy. Can he do two more? Oh, come on, I'm done. Oh, Levi in the building. Nice, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, clearly you need to work on your exercises because you've got what it takes to be a soccer champion, my man. I can see that talent inside of you. Moms knows what she's doing.
Oh.
But moms, this is what it's about, right? School holidays, kids want to have fun. Why is exercise so important? And why is just movement in general important for kids?
So Raul, what happens? We know it's school holidays, everybody's a bit more relaxed. The kids are a little bit more relaxed. Moms and dads still working, so everything is a bit crazy. These kids are watching TV, they are on games, so all about staying active. I mean, basic things that you can do with little ones, even if you come home.
Yeah.
Take them for a little walk. I know what we do. We
Yes.
take the drive. We want to take the car, but take them for a little walk. Weekends, try and get in some beautiful sun. Take a little run. Just do everything basic. So that's what we're going to be doing today.
Awesome. Love it.
A little basic stuff. So
Okay.
I said to him, basic stuff would be your running, which you can do,
Yes.
your skipping, which you
Yeah.
can do, which we all could,
Yes.
and then jumping jacks, which he loves.
Oh, nice.
And then I'll obviously show a moderation for the moms and the dads who feel like, yeah, like it, mom, I
And the
can't
whole
do.
family.
And the whole family.
All right,
too.
let's
So
get into it.
Basic one,
Yeah.
just running on the spot in your lounge.
Okay.
Remember when we're working out with kiddies, it's all about play. Okay,
Yes.
you have to have fun.
Yes.
So running on the spot. So while they're running, mom feels, oh, this is too much for me. Mom, you just walking out. Maybe dad is running with son. Mama's walking on the spot. So that's the first one. We do 4 more. And oh, okay, Levi's going for it.
Levi's into
And 2
power
more.
mode here.
And 1. So that's a basic one.
Levi, I can't even see your feet. You're moving so fast, man.
Yes.
Wow, nice.
Okay, next one.
Right, next one.
Skipping. Okay, we all know skipping. So I know some of the boys are like, no, skipping is for girls. No, skipping, very good for core workout.
You
so,
know what?
So,
You know who was one of the greatest skippers I know? Muhammad Ali.
that's
Yeah,
it. Okay,
all right.
So
Let's
skipping.
get our skipping on.
Again, mom or dad's like, oh, my lower back, I can't do this. That's where you're doing. That's the modification for it. And little one is going for it. You've just got him off the couch.
Yeah.
One exercise, somebody said yesterday on the Expresso thing, the only exercise my son does is from the couch to the fridge. So get them off the couch, get them off. Okay.
And this is
that's-
quite cool because you can put music to this and like kind of seems
yes.
like we're dancing. Check.
There we go. And we
Levi
can see
I-
Levi's
yeah,
getting to it, skipping.
We
and
are
we
dancing.
relax. That's the basic one as well. The last one.
Yes.
Jumping jacks, getting the heart rate, getting some smiles. Show us the smiles. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, all about playtime. So jumping jacks, we go there. Okay, go for it. Normal jumping jacks. There we go. Working
Nice,
the core.
Levi.
Modification. This is you if it's too much. You're over there, okay?
Nice.
And Mom is feeling like, oh, I had a hectic day, just getting the happy hormones going. And then we relax, good girl, breathe. Woo. And then as the lower back, they're sitting on the couches, everything. There's also some aches and pains.
Yes.
All we're doing, touching the toes. Oh,
Get all that rust off.
Bend the knees, and then we bring it out slowly.
Oh.
And a very wise 10-year-old, when I was in his presence last night, said to me, practice, we heard the thing about practice makes perfect.
Yes.
He said, practice makes what?
Improvement.
Oh, practice makes improvement.
Nice.
So, all about staying consistent every day, just do little things, and it definitely brings a little bit of improvement to your body.
Oh, absolutely.
Why do we exercise? Why do you think it's important for kids to exercise?
So you can stay healthy.
So you can stay healthy.
Yes.
And one more?
To get your heart rate pumping.
Oh, to get the heart rate pumping, Mr.
Oh, look at
Coach
this
in the
future
house
chap.
here.
Zanzi, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're incentivized to work out with your kids, have fun, pretend like it's a big playground, put some music on, and have a
done it.
jolt. Levi, brother, give a cheer. You're an absolute champion. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
moms.
Mom.
And have a beautiful one. I'm Zanzi. I hope you enjoyed that. Nice job, bro.
Awesome.
You can make my day.
Watch South Africa versus Scotland live in France in a once-in-a-lifetime rugby experience brought to you by Clover. Catch the box in rugby's ultimate showpiece, hosted by Springbok legend Skulk Burger. 5 lucky winners and their partners will be winging their way to France. Plus, take a cruise to the Mediterranean island paradise of Ibiza. Buy any Clover product to enter. Watch Expresso Breakfast Show every weekday morning for more information on how you can win.
Made with love by Clover.
Now you can generously give a voice to Storytime. Visit our library of homegrown audio stories at cadbury.co.za.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on S3 on this wonderful Wednesday morning. It is awesome to hang out with you, our Feel Good family. Right now, it is time to celebrate the sporting achievements of South Africa's youth, bringing communities together to encourage our children to participate in sports and lead those active lifestyles. Now, my man Graham recently visited St. James RC Primary for a hashtag must be a Milo morning to celebrate the greatness of their bright learners.
We have witnessed the power of sport to unite this nation at critical times several times now. And with the Must Be a Milo Morning campaign, we are now aiming to unite parents across the country in celebrating their children. It's time to inspire the next generation to connect with this power of sport like we have, the power of self-discovery, of resilience, of limitless possibilities. And I'll tell you this, not gale force wind, not rain, nothing is going to stand in the way of our mission to elevate SA sport by getting behind these incredible young people. So let's go meet them, come on. This is where it's all going down. Why is it so important to instill this connection with body, this love of sport with kids this age?
I think it's really important to get kids active from a very young age, just so that going through the development phases of their lives, they know it's something that they should add into their daily routines. It helps things with mental health, posture, just to be able to concentrate better in class. It helps with social skills, also confidence. The next rugby player, cricket player, athlete might be in this group today.
Time to get the stamp of approval from those who matter most, the young'uns. Kezia, well done. That was an incredibly tough, it looked like a grueling session. How are you feeling?
This was the most fun activity ever, and I'm going to do it every day. I feel pretty confident and I feel good about myself. These exercises I will do every day at home.
Lynette, if I'm buzzing and pumped up after seeing your little ones do that, you must be over the moon. How does it make you feel to see the people in your care, the youngsters, living that kind of moment?
I think it feels amazing just to see them shine. And that's what we aim to do, just to give them as much opportunity as possible just to shine. Each child is different. Some children, their shining moment is sport. Their shining moment is when they're kicking that ball or running around or hiking up the mountain. So we connect it. If you're enjoying a moment on the sports field, you can enjoy learning in the class.
It gave me energy to do this every day. You must practice every day.
Mm-hmm.
You must concentrate. You must not let yourself down. Believe in yourself, and it will be amazing.
My experiences at St. James's RC Primary have been amazing today. To see this kind of collective might being applied to our kids, not just on the sporting side, but you can see the work they've put into this community, building these young people up to create these incredibly confident, energetic, amazing young people. This is without a doubt the perfect school to try a project like this. I can see what it means to these little ones. They are ready to take charge. Camilo, I can understand why you are so passionate about what you're doing. I've been here for just a few moments and I can feel it. How do you feel when you see it all come together like this?
Pretty good. I mean, it's a lot of work for us to put this stuff together, but all of us are happy to do it. You can see how much fun the kids are having, so I mean, it's just great.
There is such a powerful shift happening within this campaign. You wanted to achieve this. When you see it playing out like this, you understand it goes beyond just being a hashtag.
For us, I mean, a hashtag isn't inspiring enough. What we're really trying to do is just capture those moments of pride and awe when you see these kids do spectacular things. We want to amplify that around the country, inspire other kids to also get active. So it has to be more than a hashtag.
It was amazing, and I loved it so much.
I am here for those smiles. If just a little bit of movement, just a little bit of sport can result in this kind of joy, this kind of confidence, imagine what we can achieve with this campaign. If you want to join in on the fun as a parent, then post a picture or a video of your little one crossing the finishing line, achieving something special for them in sport, onto the Milo South Africa social pages, Instagram, Twitter or Facebook, and of course use the hashtag #MustBeAMiloMorning and tag Milo South Africa. And who knows, there's some major sporting stars connected to this campaign. They might send your little one a very special individual message of encouragement, because every sports star in South Africa is here for this.
Ah, that is epic. Well done, Graham, and the entire Milo team, man. You know what, as a dad, it makes my heart so happy if I see my kids being active. So come on, parents, get your kids active out there. Now, speaking about the youngins, now earlier on, we started a little bit of an arts and craft challenge from the Crazy Store, and let's see how those arts and crafts are coming along and finish up those beautiful projects.
Welcome back to our table of creative geniuses with our geniuses completing these amazing works of art. Well done. So we've got Precious, Alex, Sierra and Lutendo finishing off their arts and crafts projects, and they look exquisite. Sierra, I'm going to start with you. Beautiful job. What colors did you choose for your box?
Red, yellow, green, pink and blue.
Oh, they're beautiful. So what are you going to put inside? Now you've got this amazing safe box to keep your things in. What are you going to put in there?
My earrings and my diamonds.
Your diamonds. I like it. We might need to get a lock to go with it. Absolutely beautiful. No, you did a great job. That's awesome. Lutendo, you're a genius, dude. Your ability to color in these fine lines is exquisite. What was that like? Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Who are you going to give the bag to now?
My sister.
Oh, you didn't even wait a moment. Thank you, man. That is beautiful. She's going to absolutely love that. You've got some skills, dude. That is so, so impressive. The lines are so fine. Alex, my favorite, it's the googly eyes. I absolutely love it. How did you enjoy that? Was that cool?
Yes.
So we're going to have to come up with a name for this guy before you put him up on your fridge. What do you think we should call him?
Goofy.
Goofy. I love that. He is the goofiest seahorse I've ever seen. Talk me through the colors that you chose here, because that just looks exquisite. What have you got in there?
My favorite color is pink and I chose purple with it.
Was that fun, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, man, I can tell by the lack of talking how much concentration was going on, which means you were loving it. So whether they're painting a masterpiece, sketching their dreams on paper, or creating something truly unique and personalized, the Crazy Store has the perfect supplies to ignite that creative spark. And with the help of the Crazy Store, you can watch your little one's creativity soar to new heights, exactly like we've seen here. Can I get a very big collective round of applause for our arts geniuses this morning? Well done, guys. Fantastic job. I think I must put in an offer for that bag for my wife. I think she would like that.
Is it serious, man?
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Okay, let's connect to the world right now in a story that's got kind of the world talking. Grand romantic gestures, I love them. Sadly, they are dying a slow death, but they can still serve you well. Think of the Lock Bridge in Paris, maybe a hot air balloon in Turkey. I know a couple of our team members have done that. The list is endless. However, sometimes they don't work out quite as they should and might land you in a little hot water. So let's talk about what's trending online about this exact story. And we've invited our digital content producer, Sebastian Newman. Yeah, you're looking quite judgy this morning, which is exactly what we want, man.
I'm not judgy, I'm just like confused. This whole situation.
Fill us in, man. Like, what is going on? The Colosseum is in picture at the moment, right? It's a beautiful open-air monument.
It's a living history.
Yeah. UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Yeah, I was there last year. It really impacted me in profound ways. So what's going down? What happened to it?
So a young tourist and his fiancée, apparently fiancé, girlfriend, partner, whatever they want to be, went there and he was like, you know what? We're here right now. They're from the UK, so they went on holiday to Rome.
You can see the visuals right there.
And he was like, listen, let's just quickly engrave our names into the wall of the Colosseum.
Oh, God.
So he took out a set of keys and put there Ivan, and Hailey, 23, you know?
Okay.
Just so that they know what year they went there.
Yeah, no one's going to know.
Then an American tourist was like, bruh, but Mark J. And went there with his phone. And I think what got people on social media was, at the end, he gives like a cheeky smile. Almost like I did that.
I got away with
Then the Roman officials were like, but hold up, what did you write there? Tracked back the CCTV footage, hotel records, found this guy and was like, you are going to be prosecuted. Well, there's going to be a trial. And there's going to be an investigation, but he might be looking at almost 300,000 Rand in fines and 2 to 5 years prison time.
Whoa.
Wow.
For his little romantic gesture.
Unfortunately, because this, I'm assuming, comes with a bit of baggage, this ain't the first time that someone's done something like this, but why has this become such a pressure point? Do you think it was just the timing of it?
I think it's also timing, but I think also there have been other people that have done it and just haven't been caught. So they were like, let's make an example of this young lad and show people we're not going to stand for this. But also, like, when that man came with a camera, you could have been like, please delete that video.
Yeah, like...
No. He was like, me, I did this.
Yeah, ecce in pectura est. Puella. That's Latin, by the way. I'm just speaking some ancient Latin.
Wow, you took me right there, man. Thank you.
Man. That's the only Latin I learned, Brew. That's the first line from the first Latin textbook. And anyone who's done it will know.
Here's something that I don't know, brings up a different conversation. I see this a lot, right? In South Africa, I go to some of the most incredible places in our country, in our city.
Isolated places as well,
isolated places.
Kangaroo caves.
Man, I've been to some caves that you don't even know are caves. And it's like monumental views. And you get there thinking it's this raw, pristine, untouched little safe space. And then... here's Ivan for Jody, 2002, forever.
Forever.
Yeah, with a heart in it.
With an A.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand that, like, act of testifying your love, but, like, is it worth that cost?
Take a picture, put it in a frame at home, got you. Good.
But I hate to say it, guys, but even as we speak about this, you know, there are naughty younger versions of ourselves
of G
going, oh, man, now, and that fire has been started now.
And I'm sure, like, people have done it there before and just, like, you know, gotten away with it. They contact back hundreds of people that have done it. So he probably thought, oh, we do this here.
Yeah, has anyone followed through? Do we know if anyone has really been nailed or caught out with something like this before?
I don't think so, and that is why I think that this is such a serious thing.
It's a watershed moment, yeah. Sorry, Ivan.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about this. This happens probably everywhere. I remember being in, like, France. Maybe no one in Paris is listening, but I've defaced the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, I did
on purpose? Did you do it on purpose?
Yeah, man, it's like how do you resist it? And I'm thinking back.
You resist?
I know, you do resist. But
with a $300,000 euro fine, that's how you resist.
You're in this place of, like, love. It's the city of love, and you think to yourself, let me monument this occasion by
taking a selfie.
Okay, maybe,
taking your kit off, jumping in the Trevi fountains.
Maybe that's the line that
talking about the Trevi fountain, previously, we know that people have also like defaced or vandalized things like the Trevi Fountain. There was a protest where they were protesting against climate change and all of these things. They dyed the water black with charcoal, diluted charcoal. Also, Van Gogh's painting was thrown with a can of tomato soup in protest of oil prices and the cost of living. And so I think like that's a whole different passion
now you
and
politicize it.
gesture of love.
But you've got to love the environmentalists. They don't put some toxic thing in there like, no, it's biodegradable charcoal. We're going to put it in the water to save the planet.
It'll be okay.
Yeah, it'll be all right. It does beg the question, because we're a country, and I mean, we were going on about artifacts yesterday and like understanding and taking ownership of our history. Once you've done that and you understand how important that is as a part of, you imagine someone going into the cradle of humankind and just taking some stuff out of there, leaving a little smiley face emoji next to a rock art painting. Yeah, I was here. Raul was here. Kyle was here with a, like Kyle but with an R, Raul. It does beg the question of what this means to the people there. And for, I think, a bastion, a totem like the Colosseum, it means something to the whole world in terms of our history. So, Ivan, sorry, buddy. Better luck next time.
Sorry.
Yeah, a big sorry indeed. 1 minute ahead of 7 o'clock. Let's get into your news headlines one more time for this morning. Let's take a look at your national news headlines. First, a poacher from Mozambique has been convicted and sentenced to 22 years in prison for killing 2 rhinos in the Kruger National Park. Enoch Ngobeni, 31, appeared in the Skukuza Regional Court yesterday for the crime he committed in April. Mpumalanga National Prosecuting Authority regional spokesperson Monica Nuswa said Ngobeni had pleaded guilty to the crimes and was convicted of trespassing, contravention of the Immigration Act, 2 counts of killing rhinos, conspiracy to commit an offence and possession of a dangerous weapon. And the Independent Police Investigative Directorate has confirmed that they have interviewed the victims of the N1 assault incident and will be proceeding with the investigation. Now, footage shows the members of the SAPS VIP Protection Services attached to Deputy President Paul Mashatile attacking 3 civilians on the N1 highway. Now, the video shows one of those attacked apparently lying unconscious on the side of the road. The victims were reportedly SANDF members undergoing military police training in Pretoria. They're making international news headlines this morning. UN agencies have expressed alarm at the scale of Israel's military operation in Jenin refugee camp in the occupied West Bank as it continued for a second day. 11 Palestinians have been killed since hundreds of Israeli troops backed by drones entered the camp on Monday. The agencies say infrastructure is being damaged and medics have been prevented from reaching all the wounded. Meanwhile, Palestinian militant groups said a car ramming and stabbing attack in Israel was in response to the raid. Palestinian leaders have accused Israel of mounting an invasion in Jenin. And Botswana has signed a revised deal with mining giant De Beers that will see the country's share in diamond production increase from 25% to 50% within the next decade. The Southern African nation is the world's largest producer of diamonds, and De Beers has been under pressure due to falling prices and growing competition. Now, the 2 parties, jointly known as Debswana, have also agreed on a 25-year extension of De Beers mining licenses. When announcing the deal, it was stated that it reflects the aspirations of the people of Botswana. And then we'll end off with this story. Pilots say they were immensely impressed by Tom Cruise's skill in speed flying, which is featured in the latest Mission Impossible film, Impossible Dead Reckoning. It's similar to paragliding, but with a smaller canopy, allowing speeds of some 80 kilometers per hour, centimeters above the ground. Now, the star was seen parachuting into the Buttermere area in England's Lake District in September 2021, but the footage has just been released. Director Christopher McQuarrie said speed flying is incredibly unpredictable. Flying close to rocks looks quite beautiful, but behind the scenes, we were all absolutely petrified, he said. Well, Tom Cruise, is there anything this man can't do? I think he's just literally living his best life at the moment. Well, that's your news headlines for now. We will have another roundup for you at 8 o'clock.
Thank you so much, Ewan. Let's talk rugby, and we can get excited once again. Experience number 8, Dwayne Vermeulen, will lead the Springboks for the 3rd time in their opening rugby championship clash up against our old foes, Australia, and that's at Loftus, obviously, this Saturday. So Vermeulen leads a team featuring a core of Rugby World Cup winners and some very talented newcomers. It includes a debutant and former Ireland international lock, Jean Klein. Welcome back, and he'll earn his first Springbok test cap. Then fly half Mani Lebok and loose forward Marco van Staden also make their first start. So congrats, gents. And Oxen Chair, sadly, he's been named in that starting 15, but sustained a chest injury in training, with Stephen Kitsoff staying behind as an injury cover. Now let's go to the junior structures below that. Still performing just as well. The junior Springboks secured their place in the semi-finals of the World Rugby Under-20 Championships with a superb second-half performance by grinding out a 24-16 victory over a very spirited Argentina. So South Africa, who topped Pool C, will face Pool B winners Ireland in their semi-final. That's Sunday. While the other top 4 playoff will be between England, who finished second in Pool B, and then Pool A winners France. And the tournament hosts, they trailed 16-7 at half-time, but 2 tries from player of the match, Cornet Beerts, in that second half, saw Bafana and Klekko's team complete what was a pretty memorable comeback for the boys. Now we can get excited about netball as well. The final list of 12 players to represent the country at the upcoming Netball World Cup on home soil in Cape Town, along with the names of 3 reserves, has now been announced by Netball South Africa. So Bongi Nsomi will captain the side, with player of the tournament in the previous World Cup, Carla Pretorius, her vice skipper. Then Kanyisa Chawane, Izet Grisel, excuse me, Pumza Maweni and Lanice Potgita, some of the other star players in a very strong squad that will meet again on the 14th of this month in Cape Town for that final training camp before the Netball World Cup. And it's here, baby. Now, of course, we head a little further afield and get back onto grass for tennis. Wimbledon top seed Carlos Alcaraz, he was in imperious form. He overpowered Frenchman Jeremy Chardy. And on the women's draw, Elena Rybakina shook off a slow start to progress as well, as persistent showers severely disrupted yesterday's tennis schedule. So Alcaraz, who topped the world rankings after his Queen's Club triumph last week, showing some incredible form. He crushed Chardy 6-love, 6-2, bit of a fight back, 7-5 in the end. And Andy Murray, he maintained his record of never losing in the Wimbledon first round with an encouraging straight sets victory over his fellow Briton Ryan Peniston. And then on the female draw, Rybakina battled to beat American Shelby Rogers 4-6, 6-1 and 6-2, while Tunisia's Ons Jabeur, she beat Paul Magdalena Frech 6-3 and 6-3. I know a lot of African eyes on her, but that's where we leave our sport for now. Roads should be waking up. Let's see if we can get you to work without incident. Raul's got the latest.
Thank you so much, He-Man. Yes, a lot of you heading on the roads this morning, so let's take a look at the traffic and see if we can warn you and help you out on the roads. Now, starting off in Johannesburg and Ekurhuleni to be specific, there's been an accident involving a truck on the R24 East towards the airport. So if you're in the area, please do approach with caution. Now, heading from Joburg, we go down to Cape Town now, and there is a stationary vehicle on the N2 inbound, and this on Hospital Bend and heading into the city centre. So with this happening now, the right lane has been blocked. So if you are in the area, please do approach with caution. And of course, for anybody heading out on the roads, do buckle up, stay safe, and plan accordingly. Time to head from the road to the sky and see what's happening the latest when it comes to weather. All right, diving into weather news once again, and this morning we have an interesting item of environmental news. Now, it's a new chair for the world's most important scientific body on climate change, otherwise known as the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the IPCC, which will be elected this month at the UN Environmental Programme headquarters in Nairobi. Now, renowned academic, policymaker, and world-leading authority on climate change and urban ecosystems, Durban-based climate researcher Deborah Roberts is one of the candidates running to be. Now, if chosen, Roberts would become the first woman from Africa to chair the world's foremost scientific body on climate change. Now, as one of the regions most vulnerable to climate change, sub-Saharan Africa is already experiencing widespread climate change-related losses and damages. Now, Roberts has made a significant impact in Africa, having helped prepare the first dedicated IPCC outreach material for the continent. Well, from our weather news, it's time to dive into those temperatures once again. And starting off in Polokwane, the day starting at a low of 6 up to a high of 22 degrees. Umbombela sees the day starting at 12 up to 24. Pretoria, a chilly start of 6 up to 21. And Johannesburg, 5 is your low up to a high of 19 degrees Celsius. Over in Mahikeng now, the day starting at a chilly 2 degrees up to a moderate 23. Clegg, sunny skies continue from 1 up to 21 for your max. Kimberley, a chilly start of 0 degrees up to 21. And Bloemfontein, chilliest start of the day at -4 degrees up to a max of 21 degrees Celsius. Carrying on around the coast now and over to Richards Bay. It seems like one of the very few areas which is experiencing rain. 12 is yellow up to a high of 20 degrees. Pietermaritzburg, similar conditions. From 5 you move up to 17. Durban, 12 is yellow up to a high of 20 degrees. And Mthatha, a chilly start of 2 up to only a max of 16 degrees Celsius. Carrying on around the coast now and over to East London. A little bit of rain maybe expecting on your side. From 7 you move up to 17. Cradock sees a chilly start of 0 up to a high of 14 degrees. GQ Gqeberha sees the day starting at 5 up to a high of only 17. And George, similar conditions from 4 up to only 14 for your backs. Over in Cape Town, the mother city, you can expect sunny conditions, not too warm. Starting at 8, moving up to a max of 16 degrees. Worcester, 7 is your low up to 18. Sutherland, 3 degrees to start the day and moving up to a max of 16. And then last but not least, Uppington, bringing a beautiful day from 4 degrees up to a max of 27 degrees Celsius. Again, Mzansi, thank you so much for this part of it. And you know what I'm talking about. It's the sunrise views. Absolutely love it, and let's dive straight into it. So Rajen has got us in for the latest, and it's one that's taken in Chatsworth on his patio, sharing tangerine views of the sun just as it peeks through the horizon. I absolutely love it. Next up, we've got Omi and Kai Mouth, and always coming through, sharing magical views, and this one is just that. It's fluffy clouds calming us all in the background. It looks like the colors are just about to pop, and I absolutely love it. Saudi Wills is up next in Centurion, heading out to work, quickly sending in a shot of the sky. And look at the shot indeed. The sparkling clouds are what I'm absolutely here for. Gary Orkamp, our fan favorite, exploring Mother Nature in Kids Beach. And wow, look at these beautiful views. Gary, you absolutely captured this so breathtakingly. I love it. The foreground, the background, it's all there for us. Thank you so, so much. And keep it coming on 063 408 8863, because wow, look at the smile you put on our faces. Thank you.
Loving those views. Thank you very much. We're going to be taking a very quick break. When we come back, we are going to be crossing live and connecting with Kutle for Total Energies in Johannesburg, North Riding. And looks like there is something rather interesting and exciting brewing. So stick around for that. Also, we jump back into the kitchen with Chef Aisha. It is the Culinary Hotline. It's all about chocolate as we gear up for World Chocolate Day on Friday. We have another epic recipe heading your way. Remember, if you have any culinary or chocolate conundrums, we want to hear from you on our WhatsApp line 063 408 8863. We'll see you shortly.
Jacobs 3-in-1, the perfect combination of coffee, milk, and sugar. Jacobs, the magic aroma.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to another installment of the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Sing, sing, sing! Oh, it's a chocolate-themed hotline ahead of World Chocolate Day on Friday. And Chef Aisha Suleiman is in our kitchen this morning sharing her top chocolate recipes. And these are amazing. I kind of feel like this is holy grail kind of a stuff for a lot of people. It's just like, whoa, if you can get this right, you are winning at life, okay?
Yes.
But this has a lot of rather intimidating steps. I'm going to say it off the bat because I'm terrible when it comes to the baking process because of steps like this.
Yes.
So where do we begin?
So, well, we're not going to call this baking today. It's all on the stove top. So we're going to say it's cooking
You see,
dessert.
she's doing that
Yes.
because I told her I can't bake, but
So
I'm pretty good at cooking. We're cooking a cake. We're cooking a pudding.
We are cooking a pudding today. So we're going to start off with some of our milk. We're just going to heat that up. Oh, that is a very hot pan.
That's for the gram. We just wanted something spectacular.
Let's take that off the heat for a little bit. Let's do that. And obviously we want people to be as careful as possible.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially when we're working with heat. So we've gone that, and then we've added sugar. So the thing what we want to do with this is we want to dissolve our sugar in the milk because we don't want a dainty texture. We want really at the end of this a nice luscious and smooth and
like velvety.
Yes, there we go.
Yes,
That's exactly what we're looking for. So we're doing that, and then what I'm going to ask you to do, if you would mind,
with absolute pleasure,
we're going to do the dry ingredients. So we've got corn flour. Cocoa powder is the first bit of chocolate that we are doing, and the remainder amount of our sugar.
Because, and I hate to say, I mean, mouthfeel sounds like such an unromantic word, but when it comes to pudding, that texture and mouthfeel is vitally important, hey?
There's no other way to put it, unfortunately. That is what you're looking for, is something that's, like we said, it's velvety, it's smooth. You're also looking for silky. That's a nice way to say it.
Silky,
a silky
I
texture,
like that.
yes. We're going to add the remaining amount of our quarter cup of milk. So we're just going to be doing that so that once we add everything together, you're not left with...
more incorporated.
Yeah, it's a little bit more incorporated. We're not getting any flour or,
okay, I see
or
what
cocoa.
you mean. Yeah, okay.
So you see what we're doing.
So this is kind of the common thread through this, is just keep thinking about the texture of that finished product. So if you can break things down, get the granular elements to dissolve, break down, we are winning at life. Awesome. If you've got any amazing chocolate recipes that you want to share with us or some questions for Aisha, please send them through 063-408-8863. We've got a chocolate genius in the house today, so let's not waste this opportunity.
So now we are going to do is we are going to be adding the chocolate mixture that we made over here into the hot milk. And we are going to just get all of that in there. Let's not waste.
I like the fact that there are layers.
There is so much things going on. So it's a little bit more of a, I want to say, technical dessert. But at the end, you are going to be so happy with the result.
In that, it's quite comforting because there's little room to kind of be taken astray down. If you get the numbers right, if you follow the process, you're going to get to an end result.
And that's the thing with baking, is that it's technical, and a lot of people say baking is a science. And that is the truth. So it's not, unfortunately, it's not like cooking where you can just...
But the problem is you guys don't help us because you make about 3,000 of these desserts a week. So when you come and you can measure 3 grams and 4 grams. You're like, okay, that's fine. And you just intuitively do it. But I liken it to jazz, of all things, because jazz feels unstructured.
Yes.
But the best jazz musicians work off such a solid grounding. And I think baking probably has that same...
It has the exact same
don't get ahead of yourself.
So what we've got right now is the milk mixture with the cocoa mixture. So what we're looking for is we're going to continue stirring this. We just want this to get slightly thick.
Okay.
And what the corn flour is the ingredient that will do that.
It's going to kind of solidify
Let's solidify that, just thicken that a little bit. And then while that is doing the thing, we have got over here 2 whole eggs and 1 egg yolk.
Okay.
So we're going to take that and we're going to mix that up. And then just as we spoke earlier about tempering, we are going to be doing that.
Okay, so when working with chocolate, when working with eggs and heat, there's a way that we do this to make sure that we are not going to kind of ruin the integrity of that ingredient. So with the eggs, obviously the heat is a very important thing because we don't want scrambled
No, we
eggs.
don't. There's nothing worse than having a dessert, especially things like creme brulee. It's one of my absolute favorite desserts.
Oh, but it's a fine line,
nothing worse than getting into that once you've cracked that top layer and you get in and then it's scrambled egg.
It's like a eggy. But it takes on a different relevance when we talk about tempering the chocolate.
Yes.
Because, it's chocolate. Why can't you just eat it? Why do we need to temper the chocolate? What happens in that process?
In this process. So in this process, for this one, we need to temper because like we said, we don't want to cook the eggs. So we are going to be adding okay. You want to do that for me?
I'll whisk for you.
And then I'll
This
whisk. So
feels
what
like a
we're doing for
two-man.
tempering for eggs is you're going to be adding a little of the hot liquid at a time while you're whisking, keeping it moving around. So you want to keep the eggs moving around, and you add a little bit at a time.
Touch.
There we go.
Oh, you can see that
Exactly that. Can you see?
thickening
Immediately doing
Wow.
that. We're just going to keep doing that.
Oh, yay.
And then once we feel that we've safely slightly started cooking our eggs.
We've moved past
We've
the
moved
threshold.
past that. You can do that. And then we are going to add it back onto the stove. We're just going to put that heat back on. So now this is where you've got to watch. Because even though there's corn flour, we are still working with eggs. So we need to have the temperature on a nice medium heat.
Okay,
'cause
medium heat is the
medium
way to
heat,
go.
yes.
Okay.
So I would rather say low and slow.
Low
would
and
best.
slow. Okay.
Just to make sure that we don't overcook
Don't just
our
rush it for
product.
the sake of and then end up ruining all of these.
Exactly. I mean,
Oh.
and this is quite a process, so you don't want to have to have gone through all the process and then at the end
And then
you kind
ruin
of
it
slightly
number
ruin it.
99. No,
Yes.
for sure. And we're making the most delectable, decadent chocolate puddings right now. And I know you can get the mundane and you can get next level. And I have a feeling this is going to be very much
is,
next
yes.
level.
This is-
But you want that. When you're heroing an ingredient like chocolate and using only that ingredient pretty much, you've got to do it justice.
No,
You've
you
gotta
have to. You
respect it.
definitely have to. And this is one of the more complicated ways of doing this. There is obviously a slower way, a much quicker way to do this, and I do that one sometimes at home.
Yeah,
like
no,
I
it's
said,
all right.
I'm a-
And we're not
I'm a bit
judging.
of-
No, we are not judging at all. It's the end result
It's
that we
the
are
end
after.
result that matters.
But if you do enjoy this sort of stuff, there is something very fulfilling about going through a process like this,
Yes.
especially for the A-type personalities who can go through this meticulous process and then arrive at this exquisite end result. But in terms of enjoying yourself in this space and educating yourself, this is one of those recipes where you're picking up a lot of different techniques.
It is. Like we spoke about the tempering.
I
You
love
were
it.
working with chocolate.
This is going to teach you lessons that you can carry into other contexts.
Exactly.
Oh, you can
Look
see how
at
that's
that starting to
thickening
thicken.
beautifully.
So now what we're going to do is we're just going to remove it from the heat for like a little bit. And we are going to first start with our chocolates. We've got some really good chocolate. Here we go.
And I like the fact now that our source chocolate is of such a high quality. And I know we've got like an artisanal mushroom in South Africa. Everything is just blowing up in that space, which is beautiful. But it means we get such good chocolate, such good homemade produce, such good access to this kind of stuff. Oh, look at it.
It's immediate. The heat is really good, so the chocolate is melting really, really well.
Oh,
and
my
it's that went
word.
quick. It actually went really, really quick.
It's thickened beautifully. But
Beautifully.
yeah, I was expecting this to be a marathon, but it's actually turning
no.
into a middle distance.
A middle distance.
race. I love it, like an 800 meters. Yeah.
Oh, can you smell that?
Oh, it is
That's just like
exquisite.
really dark. So we're going to be adding the vanilla, just a little bit at a time. Just we're going to add that, and then lastly, the thing that's going to give this that nice sulkiness is the 2 tablespoons of butter. And we're going to do that back on the heat.
And
if
do
you will.
yourself a favor, use the best of everything that you can. The base chocolate, you can source amazing chocolate. Use good butter, good eggs, good fresh ingredients. This might be a strange thing. The eggs, are they cold, warm? Do you leave them in the fridge? Do you let them get to room temperature? What do you reckon?
Baking, always room temperature.
Always
eggs.
room temperature. I
eggs.
love that.
Yes.
So we are creating a number of unbelievably delicious chocolate recipes in light of Friday being Chocolate Day. And if you've got any questions for Chef Aisha, she is a tome of knowledge. If you want to share some of your chocolate inspiration with her and plug into this, you can do that right now. WhatsApp us 063-408-8863. Drop us a voice note, send us a video, pictures of your amazing creations. We are being inspired by chocolate. And wow, all of a sudden it looks like a velvet sheen.
Exactly, that was the butter. So what we're looking for now is we can actually start turning the heat a little bit lower. Finished product is, look at that. You want it to come to the back of a spoon. So by that is, you can look at that. And a simple test is you can just drag your finger and make sure that it holds.
Holds. Oh, it's
That's
got a
what
bit of
you're looking for.
backbone.
There we go. So you're looking
love that.
for that.
Okay, we're going to do the finishing touches here to this absolutely delicious creation. Don't worry, Aisha's not going anywhere. She tried to leave earlier and we just wouldn't let her. We've locked the doors because we want the chocolate to stay. As I said, if you want to share your inspiration, get any questions answered, 063-408-8863, the Culinary hotline. Bling! Ding, ding, ding! Continues in just a moment. Oh my word, look at it. Look at it.
Do it like this.
Bespoke.
Welcome back, you beauties. If you want to change your life and have one of those moments that I would imagine you will relive every year for the rest of your life, we have the opportunity with Total Energies. Right now, they are giving you the opportunity to get to the Rugby World Cup and have an experience like no other.
Thank you so much, G. Good morning to everyone in studio. Molweni Kuninonke Mzansi. We are coming to you live from Total Energies in North Riding to share the good news, but also to remind you to fill up your car for a great drive. Now, last week we spoke about the Total Energies Club, and we are here to shine a light of sun on some of the incredible offers that you can get. I was hoping to chat to a few customers to tell them the good news that they have a chance of winning one of 5 double tickets to watch the Rugby World Cup on the 23rd of September in France this year. It's honestly very simple. Just ensure that you get yourself into the club by downloading the app on your app store. It's the Total Energies Club, and you can earn some incredible points from shop spend, from washing your car, from filling up fuel, and just even more and so much better. Now, it's honestly very simple. Get to a 700 rands mark, okay? If you spend and do all of these things in one go, you will be automatically entered into the competition. Just dial *120 *2683# or visit totalenergies.co.za. Now, beyond winning one of 5 double tickets to watch the incredible game, Springboks versus Ireland in France on the 23rd of September, you also get to earn some incredible points. I'm talking about 15 cents per litre of fuel and 2.5% cashback on shop spend. It's honestly that incredible and truly, truly very easy. I've got my app right here, okay? So Let's actually just check it out. It says, hi there, Guhle. You just simply need to download the app, put in your personal details, you'll receive an OTP and verify the account, and next thing you will find yourself here. And once you have spent that 700 rands, you can just simply say scan, and you go through the QR code that you will receive at the till. Ensure that you are a part of this incredible opportunity. I mean, 15 cents per litre on fuel and 2.5% cash back on shop spend. It's honestly very easy to get to that 700 rands mark. And if you are here in North Riding Total Energies, come through to say hi. We'll chat all about it. It is the Springboks versus Ireland game in France on the 23rd of September. Spend that 700 rands before the 15th of July and you will be automatically entered into this incredible competition. Make sure to keep it locked right here because we are going to be inside to chat to some customers and for me to show you how easy it is to actually get to the 700 rands mark. We are coming to you live from the Total Energies here in North Riding, Johannesburg. Do not go anywhere because I'm sure I'll find pause by this incredible opportunity. 1 of 5 double tickets to watch the Bokke versus Ireland. I want to be a part of that action.
Bonjour. If you're as excited about the Rugby World Cup in France as we are, then listen up. Total Energies has an amazing opportunity just for you. You can join the Total Energies Loyalty Club today. Spend 700 Rand or more, then you stand a chance to win double tickets to the highly anticipated South Africa versus Ireland game on the 23rd of September in France. So get down to your nearest Total Energies today to make sure that you do not miss out on the experience of a lifetime. That competition closes on the 15th of July, so get on it. All the T's and C's do apply.
Oh, yes, what a show it is already, and we're going to elevate things right now. We got a stellar superstar in the building. Joining us on the Expresso stage, South African singing, songwriting, musician, Jesse Clegg! Bro, how are you, man?
I'm good, man. Great to be back.
It's so good to have you. You're like family, but always when you come back, it's like, okay, we got so much to talk about because you're busy, dude. You're traveling, you're doing international work. I saw some stuff with Imagine Dragons, and also the man's was in LA. What's been happening, eh?
I just got back from LA. I'm busy working on my new album, which has been an awesome experience.
Yeah.
I was on tour with Imagine Dragons earlier in the year. So it's been a very busy year. It's nice to be back in action after COVID. So it feels like the music industry is picking up again and people are ready for action. And I've got a brand new song that just came out.
Yes, man, and I'm like, you think about an album and I'm like, whoa, let's just talk about the one song first, dude. It is incredible. It released in April. Called to Hear Your Voice.
Yes.
What's the reception been like? Because I know South Africa's been loving it. What's it been like from your side?
No, it's been a wonderful experience, man. It's my first new single in a little while, and I wrote the song in LA and recorded it there. And you know, the song is really, I'd been in LA for a few months, and I was kind of missing home, and I was thinking about that special person. And you know, we all have that one person that we can pick up the phone and call, and it's not really what you say on the phone call. It's just the sound of their voice that kind of brings you back to yourself and makes you feel connected and strong again. So the song is like a celebration of those connections that we have in life that kind of bring us through whatever we happen to be going through.
I love that, man. And you know, in a weird way, you kind of represent that for South Africa. When you want to just be grounded, when you want to have that energy and that hiss, you provide that, you serving us, and I'm so grateful for it. So, Mzansi, this officially is an exclusive for live TV right now. The man's going to be performing his song. It's the one and only Call to Hear Your Voice by Jesse Clegg. Take it away, brother.
Let's
Stage
do
is
it.
yours.
Woo!
I just called to hear your voice.
Walk these crowded streets, but I cannot shake this feeling. I'm a stranger now, 1,000 days from home, and the skin under your clothes. But I close my eyes and I see my fingers run to ring your number. In a crowd of constellations, I feel like the only one. The only burning star out in the sky. No matter how alone, you make me feel like I am home. When everything around me is noise, I just call to hear your voice. constellations, I feel like the only one, the only burning star out in the sky. No matter how alone, you make me feel like I am home. When everything around me is noise, I just call to hear your voice. I just call to hear you. I just call to hear your voice. I just call to hear you. I just call to hear your voice. When you say my name like oh, oh, oh slow. It's not every day we found what we found, no. When you say my name go slow, oh, let's go. Don't know where you take me when you whisper it to me. In a crowd of constellations, I feel like the only one, the only burning star out in the sky. No matter how alone, you make me feel like I am home. When everything around me is noise, I just call to hear your voice. I just call to hear you. I just call to hear your voice. I just call to hear you. I just call to hear your voice.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to it. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on S3. Now, it's been a big weekend this past weekend. Of course, the who's who of Mzansi landed on the shores of Durban for the annual Durban July. I mean, I was actually flying back from Joburg on Friday morning.
Did you see all the chaos?
Yeah, the airport was mad. It was crazy. But listen, this year's theme was out of this world. And right now we're sitting down with our digital content producer, Sebastian Newman, to round up who took us to outer space and who needs to come back down to Earth as we round up the best and the worst looks from the event. So I don't know about this, Raul. I don't know. Does my opinion really count?
Does our opinion count? I don't know, but let's pretend we are fashionistas. Bess?
I'm flipping the script, man. I'm putting this on you.
Yeah, clearly.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, okay. Let's go through it, man.
What do you got for us?
Okay, so our first one is Uncle Somizi. You know?
Yes, the one and only.
Friend of the show, love him, love it.
Is he okay with you saying Uncle Samizi?
I don't know.
Okay, just checking.
But the thing is, came through, had like a million looks, right? So his first look was this pyramid. He came in this pyramid, right?
Was that a blue one?
We're getting there.
Okay, whoa, okay.
His arrival was like this
there.
pyramid carried by 6 men into the Durban July. He was like, I'm not going to arrive, I'm going to arrive.
What is it? Wow.
Yeah.
What is the idea behind that, though? Is there any...
Out of this world.
Okay, I guess.
Out of this world. He then
That's the theme, yeah.
proceeded to do like a million more looks. Personally, I just feel like there's beauty in like making a statement with one look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. But it's Samizi.
But it's Somizi. So it's like, but there were quite a few celebrities who came through with like outfit changes, right? But his other looks were incredible as well. So now it's up to you guys.
No,
success,
dude. I'm going to go for success
mess.
because
Yes,
this
sir.
man embodied the theme of Out of This World.
Yeah,
for
literally,
sure.
like, he took it beyond just his own
No,
fashion.
for sure.
He created a whole mood around him. He was the fashion. I love that.
He was, and he was like, you know what? Actually, I'm not gonna do one look. I'm gonna change and I'm gonna live my best life. And I think that's what the July is all about.
For sure. Okay.
Hot success.
So our next look.
Nandi Madiba.
I am here for this. I actually think you were asking me just before this, Raul, your favorite.
Do you have
look.
a favorite? Yeah.
I think that I love this one. I think that she embodied the theme. She completely put herself in there. She looked absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
So I'm
Elegant
voting
as well. But
for this one.
that
You
headpiece,
guys?
you can...
It's giving me that like sort of Star Wars Queen Armada vibe kind of a thing. I'm loving that. It's got
And
royalty
also
to
still
it.
very elegant.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
just putting it there.
I'm putting it
It's
there
there.
too.
Yes, well done. That was on
That's
point.
a success for
I like
me.
it.
And definitely a favorite so far.
Next is Amanda Dupont. Now, I absolutely love her. I think that she's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think that her look, she had two looks. Her first look was incredible. It was, people said that she looked angelic. And this whole like vinyl cut-out piece that was on the front of that white look, stunning, stunning,
Ice
stunning.
flames of
The
some
second
sort.
look, I'm just like, bored.
Yeah.
After all that.
That's more...
After all that, like, where are you going to church?
Yeah. so how do we rate this? First or second
You have
or
to
overall?
put them together.
Put them together. Oh, man. I would have loved to
No
have...
fence-sitting.
I would have loved to... I'm going to go with the hot mess. Just because of
Yeah, you can't
the
start
downfall afterwards.
there and then, but we still love you. Yep.
It's a great look, but just not for the occasion.
I'm
Yeah.
here for you. I'm here
Okay.
for you.
Yeah.
Kosi Twala. Let's get into it.
Kosi Twala, absolutely beautiful. You just bring up her image. Stunning.
Whoa.
Statement.
That's
one,
a statement
there,
dress.
one and done. Success in my book.
You know, what is that?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't,
It feels like you are trying
That
to
I
influence
have.
our decisions.
It's like it is beautiful. Yeah.
It is beautiful.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm just giving my opinion. But,
No, but
you
it's
guys
good.
have
It feels
it
again of like
Well,
an ice queen of some, like the queen of Neptune kind of a
My
vibe,
opinion.
and I absolutely love it. Is Neptune the icy?
Yeah,
planet?
Baz, this is my opinion.
Okay, thank you. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm not
I'm
going to
here for
say
that. I love
anything
that one.
in-
Okay.
The next one.
Oh, always
Lasizwe.
making a
But I'm not going to say anything. The next one, I'm confused.
Okay.
All right.
I get the inspiration.
You just can't help yourself.
I get the inspiration for this one. And I hope we have the picture.
Yeah, Lasizwe in front and
Think
center right
back,
now for
I
you
think
to
it was
see.
2 years ago, Kim Kardashian Met Gala. She had that drip dress on. And I was just like, is this Kim Kardashian from
this
Wish?
is not snow.
Is this Kim
Did you say the Kardashian from Wish? Oh,
Now, see where I mean, you know what? I understand the idea behind it. I
What is the
understand
idea?
it.
I don't understand it. What is it?
It's a drip
Out
dress.
of this world. Drip,
Yeah, it's
Okay.
drip, drip.
Okay.
But I
Too
just
close
don't
to
think
the
that
sun
it
and
was
melted.
fitting.
Oh, I got you.
I don't think that it was fitting the body nicely. I just don't
Sorry, bud.
think that it was working.
Yeah, Lasizwe's got a great figure. I wish they could have
Yeah.
flaunted it a bit better in this one. So I'm also going to go with a little bit of a mess.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Lassie.
sorry, dude.
Man.
Sorry, dude.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Another way, okay, I can't say because Ewan's gonna say like, I'm trying to influence you guys and I'm really not trying to do
Another
that.
one. just yeah. Introduce it.
Linda Toba.
Okay. Okay. Let's see.
Beautiful, I have to say. She
Okay.
looked absolutely stunning. Again, with the theme, out of this world, but
Oh,
yet
wow.
still keep
The hair, the everything.
everything,
Nailed
the
it. Yeah.
context, everything that she was doing, makeup, hair, outfit, just worked with
No,
the
it looks
theme.
good.
But and what I like is like, because sometimes people go for costume rather than dress.
Yeah. Mm.
And
That's
I
the thing,
think
there
that
is a
she-
fine line between
And I
those
think that
two.
she did it well. She did a good
No, I like it. I really do
Perfect.
like
A
it.
Cosmic array
you
of
wanna vote
success for me.
Yeah,
Well,
success.
Absolutely played on this one.
Okay, number 10, Nadia Jafta. Let's go there.
Oh.
Let's
Our
see.
favorite.
So
did you
initially,
get up to? Nadia.
initially when I saw this look, I was like confused. I was like, I don't know where I sit with this one, but I think that she looked beautiful.
Look, she looks
Nadia always
beautiful.
embodies her own style. She does her own thing,
Yeah.
and I think she looked really great. And her and Xavier together.
Yeah, okay, so I'm sorry,
going for
Nadia, I'm going to go with a little bit of hot mess. I'm just looking for the theme, you know, out of this world.
Okay.
You know, very little clothing there. Yeah,
Maybe you
so-
don't need clothes out of this world. I love it.
Yeah. Okay, quickly, last one. Lucian Albertine
Let's
was there.
go.
Our Lucian, he was there. There he is.
Wow!
Sure. Lucian. So Lucian.
I just want to
would
say,
just
I
wanna-
feel like he gave his own picture.
So this is also Lucian's. It's Lucian's first day back after the July today. So it took him up until now to get out of that get-up. It was amazing. So, Lucian, we love you, bro.
We love you.
We love you.
You still got
Absolutely.
And I'm going to go with
Absolutely.
a hot success.
Yes, come on.
Bess, thank you so much.
Listen,
That
for
was
those of
awesome.
you who attended the Durban July, I hope it was a vibe. It surely looked like it was a vibe.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we'll pull in there next year. Come on, Raul.
Okay, let's
do
do it, man.
it. Come on.
We
let's
can do a live fashion
Ah.
week. You know what I mean?
I like that. See you there.
Before the shade extends to the kitchen here, let's get serious for a second. Load shedding has tested us, I know it, but it's also pushed us to new creative heights, I think, and all of us have figured out those hacks. And one way we've been forced to get creative is how we make our morning coffee without power. It's painful, man. No, but there are ways. There are ways.
There's
that
a
we
lot
can
of
get
ways.
around it.
Come on.
So, in times of desperation, my friend, how have you made your morning coffee without power? What's your normally go? You strike me as a person who's got a backup plan for your
I've got
backup plan for your
a
backup
gas
plan.
stove. I've got a little gas burner that I go on my bike trips with, and I've got gas.
I've got gas, man. You've got gas. It's all right. So have you tried something absolutely crazy that worked for you, or maybe that didn't work, failed spectacularly? We'd love to hear about it. But we've looked at, or at least our amazing foodie team have looked at 5 solid proof hacks that we can recommend. Okay, so obviously, if you've got gas at home, that's a good way to do it.
Buy a whistle kettle. We love whistle kettles.
We do actually have one in studio, but they never let us make the whistle because it's live TV.
Exactly, it's noisy.
So if you don't have gas at home, then just boil your water ahead of time and keep it in this magical, modern piece of technology called a flask. Okay, we've been having this, okay? Then, of course, if you are the adventurous type and determined, boil the water on the braai, on a
do
fire,
that as
man.
well. Exactly. Or I have another one for you. If you have your little glass thing like this, and then you just start rubbing it really quickly, and then it should heat up in about 2 years.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to do your heat vision, bro, and just warm it up. No, actually,
No,
what you
just
can do. So we've got our iced cappuccino, salted caramel, and the name gives you a clue as to what you can do. You can mix this with cold water, apparently. So we're going to find out, buddy. Let's do it. So grab yourself a little.
So I did not heat this water in any which way.
I think I've already butchered the first
What are you
part.
doing, buddy?
I'd just like to really get to know my coffee before we
I see.
drink it, you know?
Have a little conversation.
Okay, so we are going powder first and then
Okay, wait,
water.
I need
Wow.
I mix with my right hand.
Okay. I'm not judging.
Does this thing...
Do you mix with your right hand? Are you sure you can get the hands mixed
No,
up?
it's... This is not a good pourer.
You know, a good chef doesn't blame the equipment, okay?
I wouldn't classify that as equipment. Okay.
Come on, don't.
Did I leave you any water?
No, hopefully. Okay, there we go, there we go.
So this is cold, and obviously you can put a bit of an ice block in there.
I love the fact that you made the glass actually quite warm, bro. Your heat vision's not bad.
I just looked at it for a couple of
Okay,
seconds,
grab
I
your
know.
spoon. Oh,
Wait,
look at that.
Let me help you out here.
Oh, look at this. We are a match made in heaven. Can I tell you something funny? So yesterday we were going on about you and I being soulmates. We obviously spoke about it so much. Instagram literally put a reel together
It heard
to
you.
show our relationship, which was absolutely very sweet. So I'm going to celebrate our pure connection, my friend, and our love of coffee
With
that
an
you
ice-
can drink hot or cold. Let's go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yum.
I'm impressed. That is nice.
That is really nice. I don't mean to act so surprised, but I'm a big fan of the hot, the cold, just as good. So if you don't have a whistle kettle at home, or maybe your partner doesn't let you use it, then you're in luck, because Jacobs is giving you the chance to win one of 20, get this, Smeg whistle kettles. Wow. One of 10 75-inch Samsung UHD TVs as well. Come on. If you want to enter, all you got to do is buy any 2 Jacobs packs in store. Then you'll have 3 ways to enter, either via WhatsApp, USSD, or via a QR code. They made it as simple as possible. But you can get all the details on how you can enter on the Expresso social media platforms, and we'll have everything there for you, as well as some amazing coffee inspiration. It is a really great chance to win some truly extraordinary statement pieces. These are amazing. Are you done?
So good.
Cheers to you, baby. Hey?
Can I have yours?
That's going into the reel. That's going into the soulmate reel. Oh,
Soulmate
beautiful.
reel.
Making an iced cappuccino with thick creamy froth is now impressively easy. Jacobs.
Hey, what's that?
This is Octifex, a new accessible platform to trade Forex on global markets.
Cool. What's a Forex?
It's short for foreign exchange, trading currencies.
Buy low, sell high. Score points, right?
Exactly.
What's leverage?
It's like you got cool friends. They vouch for you, and you can trade it big.
Precisely.
So basically, it's an app where you learn and trade, and it's safe, and it looks good.
That about sums it up here. Octifex, trading made clear.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. If you are at the Total Energies in North Riding, you're probably not watching right now. If you're not there, get in your car and get there, because you might find the opportunity, earn yourself the opportunity to get to the World Cup in France, and an unforgettable, life-changing experience. And Kutle might just wash your windows. Let's find out.
And we are back just like that at Total Energies in North Riding this morning. We are here to share the good news with you and, of course, the Total Energies club members on the incredible rewards that you can earn simply by being a part of the club. But first, I just want to grab my cup of coffee to get the morning started. Now, it's honestly very easy to reach the 700 rands mark. All you have to do is fill up your car, use the car wash services, come through to Bonjour Cafe to grab a cup of coffee and some refreshing snacks. And of course, in store, there are so many things that you can get and are on offer. I just want to show you how simple and quick and easy it is to actually earn some points. Hi, Sissy. Good, thanks. How are you?
Thank you. Oh, which coffee is it, ma'am?
It's a cappuccino. Thank you so much. Now, beyond you standing a chance of winning one of 5 double tickets to watch the South Africa versus Ireland game on the 23rd of September in France, okay, you also get the incredible opportunity of earning some incredible points. I mean, 15 cents per litre of fuel and also 2.5% cashback on shop spend. That is incredible news to me. Sissy, different Bantu how easy it is. So can you please just dial it up for us? And
Are we earning?
Yes, earning the points, please. Now, this is what it looks like. Welcome to Total Energies Club, or you can simply have a Total Energies Club card. Now, we are here. This is what you want to see. We go to Total, and there are different ways of you to actually enter enter the competition. It's either by displaying the QR code, scanning the QR code, or use your mobile number, or swipe your card, or a manual entry. And I am going to scan. I am going to scan the QR code because we fancy like that. So let's do that. And hope, there we go, loyalty approved. It's honestly that simple. It's easy to enter the competition. And who knows, you could be one of the people winning one of 5 double tickets to watch the Mocha versus Ireland in France on the 23rd of September. Simply spend 700 rands or more in store by filling up your car using car wash services, coming through to Bonjour Cafe. Honestly, it's that simple. But also, I just want to share with you the winter survival kit. I mean, Total Energies has us all covered. Eskom, Mamela, I don't even want to get into that. Also, Kuyaband, rechargeable lights, inverter, a heater, it's everything that we need and more. Make sure to be a part of the action, man. This is incredible, and you do not want to miss out on this opportunity. Enter before the 15th of July, and who knows, you, yes, you and your loved one or your partner or your friends can win one of 5 double tickets to watch the Mocha versus Ireland game in France for the Rugby World Cup this year. Thank you so much for joining us here at Total Energies in North Riding. We'll see you again. Once again, Tina Sizani Kumbuza Gbana. This is an incredible opportunity for you to enjoy. Be part of the game. Be part of the action. It's been a fantastic morning. Have a beautiful day.
Bonjour. If you're as excited about the Rugby World Cup in France as we are, then listen up. Total Energies has an amazing opportunity just for you. You can join the Total Energies Loyalty Club today. Spend 700 Rand or more, then you stand a chance to win double tickets to the highly anticipated South Africa versus Ireland game on the 23rd of September in France. So get down to your nearest Total Energies today to make sure that you do not miss out on the experience of a lifetime. That competition closes on the 15th of July, so get on it. All the T's and C's do apply.
2 minutes ahead of 8 o'clock. Let's quickly give you a last roundup of your news headlines for this Wednesday morning. Starting off with your national news, the chairperson of Parliament's Standing Committee on Public Accounts, Clegg, has called for some finality regarding the relocation of shack dwellers on the Central Railway line in Cape Town. Now, the line between Nyanga and Cape Town was closed for some 3 years after people had built shacks on the railway line. The line is only partially running between Nyanga and Maitland because negotiations are continuing regarding the relocation. Now, this situation is not sustainable, it's not viable, said Clegg. And a poacher from Mozambique has been convicted and sentenced to 22 years in prison for killing 2 rhinos in the Kruger National Park. Enoch Ngobeni, 31, appeared in the Skukuza Regional Court yesterday for the crime he committed in April. Mpumalanga National Prosecuting Authority regional spokesperson Monica Nuswa said Ngobeni had pleaded guilty to the crimes and was convicted of trespassing, contravention of the Immigration Act, 2 counts of killing rhinos, conspiracy to commit an offence, and possession of a dangerous weapon. Making international news headlines this morning, Maasai families in Kenya given cows as a symbolic gift by a museum in Britain as part of a process to build relations, say they appreciate the gesture, but it's not enough to compensate for having their cultural objects on display. Now, Oxford University gave the Sululu and Paima families 49 cows each. Another 2 families, the Sayelals and the Mosekas, also received 49 cows each. Now, this gesture came 5 years after Kenyan Samuel Sankiraiki spotted the large collection of Maasai artifacts at Oxford and petitioned to the university to return them. And UN agencies have expressed alarm at the scale of Israel's military operation in Jenin refugee camp in the occupied West Bank as it continued for a second day. 11 Palestinians have been killed since hundreds of Israeli troops backed by drones entered the camp on Monday. The agencies say infrastructure is being damaged and medics have been prevented from poaching or reaching, rather, all the wounded. Now, meanwhile, Palestinian militant groups said a car ramming and stabbing attack in Israel was in response to the raid. Palestinian leaders have accused Israel of mounting an invasion in Jenin. And we end up with this story. China's a big country. We know this. It has big buildings, big cities, big rivers, and a big population. But the nation's penchant for big isn't just an artificial one. Nature plays along as well. Now, if you check out the tallest tree in Asia on the internet, you'll probably see Malaysia's yellow meranti of 100.8 meters. And this record, however, is no more. There's a Himalayan cypress in China that's grown to 102.3 meters. Huge. But this isn't just the tallest tree in Asia. It's the 2nd tallest tree in the world behind America's coastal redwood that reaches 116 meters into the sky. And once again, we've got to appreciate how incredible nature really is. That's your news headlines for this Wednesday morning. Let's quickly get a last round of your sports with Graham.
Thank you so much, Ewan. Let's kick it off with rugby this morning and some great news. Experienced number 8, Dwayne Vermeulen, will lead the Springboks for the 3rd time in their opening rugby championship clash against our old foes, Australia, at Loftus this coming Saturday. So Vermeulen leads a very strong team featuring a core of Rugby World Cup winners and some very talented newcomers to get excited about. It includes a debutant in former Ireland international lock Jean Klein. Welcome back. And he'll earn his first Springbok test cap. Then fly off Mani Labok and loose forward Marco van Staden also make their first starts. Congratulations, gents. And Oxen Chair, sadly, was named in that starting 15 but sustained a chest injury in training, and that means Stephen Kitsoff is staying behind as an injury cover. Now let's look at the tier below that. Our junior box ready to do business in the business end of the competition. The junior box, they secured their place in the semi-finals of the World Rugby Under-20 Championship with a superb second half fight back by grinding out a 24-16 victory over Argentina, very spirited Argentina at that. So South Africa, who topped Pool C, they'll face the Pool B winners Ireland in that semi-final on Sunday, while the other top 4 playoff will be between England, who finished 2nd in Pool B, and Pool A winners France. The tournament hosts said they were trailing 16-7 at halftime, but 2 tries from player of the match. And a real find, Corné Beerts in that second half saw Bafana and Clegg's team complete that memorable comeback. Maybe just the right kind of test of mettle before going into, as I said, that business end of the tournament. Now, speaking of business end in netball, it is oh so close, and the final list of 12 players to represent the country at the Netball World Cup here on home soil in Cape Town, along with the names of the 3 reserves, has now been announced officially by Netball South Africa. So at the helm, Bongi Msomi will captain the side, with player of the tournament in the previous World Cup, Carla Pretorius, her vice skipper, then Kanyisa Chawane, Izet Hrezel, Pumza Maweni, and Lanise Potgeta, some of those other superstar players in the squad that will meet again on the 14th of July in Cape Town for their final training camp before the Netball World Cup in South Africa. Now let's head a little further afield and get back on grass where someone is looking very comfortable. Wimbledon's top seed, Carlos Alcaraz, he overpowered Frenchman Jeremy Chardy. And on the women's draw, Elena Rybakina shook off a bit of a slow start by her standards to progress as persistent showers once again severely disrupted yesterday's schedule. So Alcaraz, who topped the world rankings after his Queen's Club triumph last week, showing just the right kind of form at the right time. He crushed Chardy 6-love, 6-2 and dealt with a fight back 7-5 in their last set. Then Andy Murray, he maintained his record of never losing in the Wimbledon first round with an encouraging straight sets victory over his fellow Briton Ryan Peniston. And on the ladies' draw, Rybakina, she battled to beat American Shelby Rogers 4-6, 6-1 and 6-2. Well, I think a lot of our African hopes on Tunisia's Onsia Beer, she looked good, beating Pole Magdalena Frech 6-3 and 6-3. And that's where we leave our sport for this morning. Hopefully the roads not quite as competitive today, but Raul's got the latest before the weather.
Thank you so much, Gia. Yes, let's take a look at the roads and find out what's happening with traffic. And starting off in Pretoria, Laudium to be specific, there's been an accident on the R55 route and Pierre van Reinveld, which is otherwise known as Military Road, outside Laudium. Now, this is causing a build-up of traffic, so if you're in the area, please do plan your route accordingly. Now, next up on our warning list, KZN Umzimkhulu. Now, there's protesting south of Umzimkhulu at Ibisi on the R56 route. Now, if you're in the area, please use an alternative route, as you may find difficulty traveling through this area. Moving over now to Cape Town and Goodwood to be specific, there is congestion on the N7 southbound and this at the N1 inbound ramp. So again, you can expect delays. And if you're in the area, please allow for more travel time. And again, for anybody heading out on the roads this morning, please do buckle up, stay safe, and plan accordingly. For now, though, it's time to head from the road to the sky and find out what's happening the latest when it comes to weather. Reporting on weather news, and in the past weeks there have been numerous weather warnings, but for today the SA Weather Service has not issued one, although an intense cold front moved in over the Eastern Cape yesterday afternoon. However, all in all, it appears as if a pleasant day for holidaymakers is in the offing, as today's weather will be fine and cool in most parts of the country, and this being said by SA Weather Service. Now, as per the rainfall chart for today, isolated showers are expected over the northern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. And apart from that, fine conditions will prevail throughout. And speaking of, let's take our final and last look at those temperatures across the country, and starting off in Polokwane. Now, your day starts at a low of 6 up to a high of 22 degrees. Mbombela sees the day starting at 12 up to 24. Pretoria, 6 is your low up to a high of 21. In Johannesburg, starting your day at a minimum of 5 up to a max of 19 degrees Celsius. Carrying on around the country and over to Mahikeng now, your day starting at a chilly 2 degrees up to moderate 23 for your max. Klerksdorp sees the day starting at 1 up to 21. Kimberley, chilly start of 0 degrees up to 21. And Bloemfontein, the chilliest start of the day, -4 being your minimum temperatures and moving up to 21 for your max. Around the coast now and over to Richards Bay, you can expect some rain in your side of the world, 12 up to 20 for your max. Pietermaritzburg, not too much rain coming through, a little bit, 5 up to 17. Durban, much the same, from 12 you move up to 20 degrees Celsius. And Mthatha, 2 is your low up to a high of 16 degrees Celsius. Carrying on around the coast now and over to East London, a little bit of rain coming through. 7 is your low up to a high of 17. Craddock, a lot more rain. From 0, you move up to a high of 14. GQ Gqeberha sees the day starting at 5 up to 17. Lots of rainfall also expected there. And similar conditions for George, a light drizzle potentially. From 4, you move up to a high of 14 degrees Celsius. Carrying on the coast over to the mother city, sunny skies can be expected. Not too hot though, 8 up to 16. Worcester sees the day starting at 7 up to 18 degrees. Sutherland, a chilly start of 3 up to 16. And Uppington, 4 is your low, up to a nice warm 27 degrees Celsius. That's our final look at the temperatures. Let's take our final look at those sunrise views. And for this final edition, Arusha comes through from Centurion, capturing blasts of light twinkling through the clouds. All I've got to say to this one is just wow. I love it. Thank you, Arusha. Heather's up next in Bryanston, snapping this shot of the sun, gently peeking through the trees, and it's a beautiful shot indeed. I love the perspective of this one. Tapelo's out in Pretoria, enjoying the breeze and pink shades in the sky, and this one is definitely art. I love it. And then we've got Nancy Govinda in Pennington, of course, sending in another picture, perfect shot of the sunrise over the ocean. One word, blissful. Thank you so much, Mzansi. Those were absolutely incredible. We'll do it all again tomorrow on 063 408 8863. and we'll keep those smiles on our dials. For now, though, let's catch up with the rest of the team.
I'm sorry, the line opens as an adult, and then you look at that. Okay,
Yeah,
so
like,
I'm sorry.
where are they?
Yeah, we might have used the wrong picture. We're looking for adults. So if there are any grown-ups on set, please let us know. So we put it to you, obviously, like a lot of parents are losing their minds because school holidays. Don't quit, man. Kids, don't quit. But take it back. If you could be on holiday, I was thinking back to that feeling, and I'm trying to recreate that for my kids, that feeling of freedom for me, of just being able to go and do
Okay, so if you say take it back, do you mean like right now as an adult if I was on a holiday?
If you could be on holiday right now, what would you do?
If I could be on a holiday right now, I would pack my motorbike and zigzag across South Africa.
Yeah, as a kid.
For 3 weeks.
And the
Because
cops would be
that's a
like,
3-week
you're
holiday.
too young to have a motorbike license, but just go.
But now I can do that. But it is a thing. I mean, trying to keep the kids busy. I'm just seeing my wife is putting out all the stops, you know, to make sure that the kids are entertained, that they're busy, and that they're enjoying the holidays. And it's a lot of pressure on parents. It really is.
So let's see what Shireen had to say. Good morning, my Expresso family. Happy Wednesday. I loved to be outdoors as a kid. Me too, girl. During school holidays, riding bicycle, playing tennis, other outdoor activities. And if it was raining, I would watch television, especially sports like tennis and rugby. Shireen coming in with the sports. I love it. I would do that now. It was so much fun. Have a super... You know, the joy is you can. You can just go and watch sports if you want, Shireen. Nicely.
Okay. Leanne Khan says, good morning. I would be sleeping late and then just lay and watch series all day, every day, just eating and just be a teenager, lazy, because being a parent, I mean, there's no time for being lazy, so I'd enjoy it while I'm young. So, yeah, well, look,
man.
I get it. I get it.
And the nice thing is teenagers actually need the sleep. Kids need to really be sleeping, so you're completely justified to be doing that.
Look, when I have a moment, that's pretty much what I do as well. So it's nice to just not do anything.
There's no judgment. There is no harm in a nap. Do we have any more inspiration this morning?
That's it.
That's it. So please keep them coming. If you could take a holiday now, I know you're a grown-up, but if you could go back there and be that kid, go outside and kick a can around, whatever it is that you used to do.
Roll a tire.
Let us know, okay? And you can show just how unsafe it was when we were children. I absolutely love it. Keep them coming. 063408 8863.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. And finally, I get time with this queen in the kitchen. It's chocolate time, and we've been making the most delicious chocolate recipes ahead of World Chocolate Day. Yes, it is coming, and we've got private chef Aisha Suleiman. And to end it off, she has a decadent Mocha recipe to share with us that is a must-try on a cold winter's day. I'm absolutely here for this.
Yes, let's do this.
Let's do this. So, how do we do this?
We are going to start off with 1 cup of freshly brewed coffee on the stove.
Nice.
So we're going to do
okay,
that.
All right.
Get that nice and hot.
Nice to you for that.
Yeah,
All right,
there we
that's
go.
on.
I think we've got a nice, You can pour your
that in
coffee.
there.
You're going to get that nice and hot. And
So
once
this is
that
going to give us a little bit of a kicker. This is going to
Oh,
be
this is definitely.
a little bit of a waker-upper, not just an indulgent
No,
meal,
definitely.
right?
If you want to have your dessert and your coffee all in one in
Nice.
the morning, this is what I'd recommend you do.
Okay.
So we've got the coffee, and once that heats up, then I'm going to ask you to add chocolate. We've got nice dark
So you're
chocolate
going to
chips.
melt the dark chocolate
into the coffee.
Oh, well
That's how
played.
it
Is it
starts.
all going in here?
It's going all in,
Right.
and we're just going to let that heat up.
Okay.
And we are going to, a good idea probably to just, whisk
Turn
that
that up a bit. Okay,
Let's
I'll
do
whisk
that
it up for you at your
until all the
service.
chocolate melts.
Yes.
And this is really quick and easy. We're going to do all of that, and then we're just going to add milk, and it's almost done.
Almost done.
It's
All right. So we
perfectly
kind of just
quick.
wait for this to melt.
Yep.
At the same time, I want to ask you, chocolate for you, do you have a favorite? I know that's probably the hardest
Ooh,
question
that's a very
anyone's
hard-
ever asked
yeah,
you.
gosh.
Like, prepare. Don't have to worry about like the type. I'm
Yeah.
talking more like, is it a chocolate bar? Is it is it in a liquid form? Is it a hot chocolate, dark chocolate? Do you like a cake? What kind?
Oh, gosh.
You know what I mean?
I do. I will say this. I make, probably I shouldn't toot my own horn, but I do probably make one of the best chocolate cakes.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people will agree with me when it says that. But lately, I've been going through a lot of chocolate at home. I don't know what's going on.
Don't worry.
But a chocolate bar is always my go-to.
I think you can't really like worry about defending yourself because the problem with you is that you make things taste so good. So if you can't resist, that's not a bad thing.
That's not a good thing.
That's a really good thing.
Really
You know what I mean? So don't worry about that. It looks like my chocolate is almost at a full melt here.
Awesome.
What kind of consistency were you actually looking
So
for?
we look just for the chocolate to be melted.
Okay, fully.
Yeah,
All right.
and completely melted. And then what I have here is called a slurry. So we've got corn flour.
Slurry?
Yes, corn
Okay.
flour with a little bit of the milk. So we just
All right.
wanted to get the corn flour going.
What is the purpose of the corn flour?
So the corn flour will thicken our hot chocolate. So this is not a normal, thin, you know, lackluster hot chocolate. This is going to be very reminiscent of like a good Italian hot chocolate that's
you.
nice and thick and silky once
Can
again.
I just show the camera
Yeah, go
this?
ahead.
Because, wow, I don't know if you guys can get a close-up on this. I've got a beautiful, perfect melt here. And is this what's going in?
That is perfect. So I'm going to be
Oh,
adding...
you putting that on this?
we're
Oh,
doing
okay. Let
everything
me
on the
leave
stove
that here,
today.
right.
Yeah.
Make some space.
So we're
You
just
can
going
pop that
to
in there.
add your slurry right to that. And you are just going to keep mixing that for me, please.
Slurrified, officially.
Yes.
So what exactly should the outcome of this mixture end up
This
turning
is now going to be get really thick. So you're going to see
Okay.
it's going to be like a what we call a slow bubble. So it will boil, but it'll get like a little bit of a slow bubble versus a normal dumpling boil.
Okay.
Once we get there, we'll add the rest of the milk, and then
And
vanilla, and then the added thing that's going to make this really good, cinnamon. Just a dash of
Get that,
cinnamon.
like warm spices
Exactly.
to it as well.
It's
I'm
winter.
loving the flavor notes. I'm loving the fact that my dreams have materialized. I've seen this vision before. Hot, thick chocolate melting on a winter's day, just craving and screaming out my name, Ryle, I'm coming for you. This is
This
it.
is
Thank you,
definitely
Aisha.
it.
You have
You're
made
welcome.
dreams come true right here.
All right, so we can see that once we've got like little skin forming,
Okay.
we can add the rest of the milk. And you want to, at this point, probably you could, because it's got the corn flour in, so we're not worried. Turn it up on a full heat.
All right, full
And
heat.
then just keep going.
Keep going. And is my job here to just keep stirring this,
You
or
keep
can I
stirring.
let it do its thing? What do
You
wanna
can
do?
leave it, but then you've got to come back and you've got to keep it stirred,
keep
because you don't want
checking up
anything
on
to
it.
stick to the bottom
All right.
of the pan.
But I think that's, even if you were someone that's going to keep checking up on it, you don't need a reminder, because let me tell you, the way this thing smells right now, Mzansi, you're going to struggle to resist not coming and checking it out every time. You're gonna be, I can't stop myself.
It's like you're stirring and then you just want to taste. Just to make sure.
It's called kryptonite.
That definitely is the chocolate.
All right, I absolutely love the smell
So
of
what
this. I
we-
wish Mzansi could smell it, but in goes the vanilla
Vanilla.
chance.
Yep.
Again, if you've just somehow tuned in and missed all this magic, don't worry, we got you covered, because you can go to expressoshow.com and find this recipe that Aisha is putting together with such finesse. And the spicy notes we spoke about
And
is
there
coming
we go.
through.
There's cinnamon. We're just going to add that all in, and we just want to make sure that we get that really
Right.
well
I can mix this in
incorporated.
again?
Go ahead, mix.
At your service. Oh, okay.
You get that
smell is
smell.
the perfect addition to what already is a beautiful balanced note of, there's a little bit of that coffee, there's a little bit of that chocolate, there's a little bit of that creaminess coming through. But, oh, this together is just absolute perfection.
There we go.
Let me get that stir in
Oh,
there
good,
properly.
good, good. So you want a nice frothy mixture. So the more you keep stirring it like that, the more air you're incorporating, the frothier it becomes, and also the better. So good.
So this is where you put that loving in. I'm
And
just
that
excited to
artwork.
show Mzansi what
Yes.
comes out when we pour this thing, because I didn't back you. I didn't think this was going to look as great as it is, because you only get like 5 minutes to do this, and I know
No,
you
you
get a lot more time, but Wow.
Yep.
We've made it happen. Do you think this is ready?
That is ready.
Should we pour it out and...
Let's pour it.
where
We'll
can we-
maybe...
I'll pop it in there,
pop
maybe.
it in
That's
there.
okay.
Do
Let's
it
see
there.
if this works well. Oh, careful now. It's a little bit hot. Don't burn your hands. Ooh.
There we go.
Absolutely nailed it. Thank you
Yum.
for looking
You're
after me, kitchen
welcome.
gods. And thank you, Aisha, for putting... Well, I'm not going to drink that just yet. It's a little bit hot. Let me try a little sip.
Just...
Whoa!
There we go.
Whoa, okay. The hype is real. Aisha knows what she's talking about. You want to get this recipe. You want to warm up the soul, the belly, and everything that is chilled this winter because this recipe has it all. And it's
There
not
we
done
go.
yet.
We're not
Let me just
done.
add a little pizzazz there.
Just
very
finish
nice.
this
What did you put
off.
on top of that?
So we've just got some fresh cream.
Oh, yeah.
Whipped cream that you can do. And if you wanted to add the, oops, we might just drop that. Up the flavor, a little dusting of cocoa. You could also do another dusting of espresso powder on top if you wanted to add the coffee flavor more. But
Are you just showing off now?
there we go.
You're just showing off now, and I absolutely love it. Thank you so much,
You're
Aisha. That is absolutely incredible. A culinary conundrum that's been solved. If you're wondering how to find the best chocolate drink ever, then this might be it. I love it. I don't know if we have any more of this, but officially, I'm going to say thank you so much for
You're
this.
welcome.
Thank you, Mzansi, for joining us. If it was a conundrum or not, it doesn't matter because that's officially the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Ching, ching, ching! Aisha in the building. Nice.
Thank you.
A world full of intense aromas and velvety smooth crema, protected by a premium aluminium capsule. Magical Jacob's Aroma.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, Mzansi, welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we are keeping the show elevated and elevating you right now. Now, there's something that I know you're going to listen to, and it's important, especially during this time of the year. And when life gives you lemons, it's time to make a hot cold and flu remedy, right? However, if you are stocking up your medicine cabinet for that final push this season, then this one is definitely for you. Now, today we are sitting down with pharmacist Jackie Mayman to discuss how to stay healthy as winter trickles off very slowly. Jackie, how are we doing this morning?
I'm doing so well. Thank you, Lal. And you?
I'm good. Are you healthy and strong?
I'm healthy and strong.
Nice. Okay, love it. Now, let's talk about the season that we're in right now. I know that this is seeming to be a season where a lot of people seem to get colds and flus. Is that the case? And is there a reason for that?
Absolutely, and it's not because we don't enjoy our hot chocolate. But in the winter season, we do tend to get more colds and flu. And there are many reasons for that. Firstly, we all indoors enjoying our hot chocolate. So we are in confined spaces. We're not outside. The windows and doors are closed, so we haven't got as much ventilation.
Of course, that makes
We're
sense.
coughing and sneezing, and so the droplets are spreading. And then the cold air makes our noses dry, and so our noses are not as good to catch viruses and bacteria. So we are more prone to colds and flu.
Season's leaving us vulnerable out
It
here.
is, it is.
Okay, so maybe there's like a couple lucky few people, because I know in the last few weeks, so many people have gotten sick, so many people are having flu. What are the lucky ones meant to do if they've not gotten sick? What should they maybe be looking out for, potentially, in terms of trying to maybe survive the rest of this winter? And if there is any symptoms, what should they be looking out for?
Okay, so you're right. A lot of people do get through winter without catching colds and flu.
Good luck to the rest of you still out there.
But what you need to look out for is sometimes a bit of a scratchy throat, headache. You might suddenly start getting a few body aches, sneezing, running nose, itchy eyes. Any of those could be a sign that you're starting cold or flu.
That's your body
And especially if you've been in a room with a lot of people and there were some that were coughing and sneezing.
Oh, you might have been contacted. All right, so let's say we have option, and we've got medication, right? And I've seen some benefits with medication such as paracetamol, phenylephrine, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and vitamin C, which is some things that are used to prevent or treat colds and flus. How effective are these? Do they actually work? And would you recommend them?
Absolutely. So, so Lal, you're quite correct. And phenylephrine, you did pronounce it correctly.
Yes.
So those three medications are absolutely brilliant for symptomatic treatment of cold and flu. They don't cure it, but paracetamol is an excellent antipyretic, so it brings down fevers. It removes pain. It's an analgesic, so it gets rid of the headaches, the body aches, and just generally makes you feel better. Then the phenylephrine is a decongestant, so that's going to clear your nose, stop a postnasal drip, so it helps with a dry postnasal drip cough, and just basically makes you feel less stuffy. And then, of course, vitamin C. Vitamin C is a brilliant, potent antioxidant. It protects our immune system and just generally helps our whole immune response to viruses and bacteria.
I love that. Okay, nice. Okay, so we've got options and we've got solutions to these situations that we find ourselves in. Is it important maybe during this time to also look at something like a flu shot? I mean, we're kind of in that final phase, let's say, of this sort of cold and flu season. Would a flu shot still be beneficial right now?
Absolutely. So, it's always better to prevent than to try and cure. And flu shots are one of the best ways, the most effective ways of preventing us getting really serious flus. So every year, and a flu shot is annual, so you have it each year. You take a flu shot and it protects you against the current circulating serious flus. So it's not going to stop the colds, but it's going to get rid of those. Usually it's a tetravalent, so 4 types of flu, and it'll prevent you getting those flus. It is never too late to vaccinate. So if you haven't had your flu shot, please go out and get your flu shot. And remember to ask your pharmacist. Don't just go and take medication, because although I told you about the paracetamol, phenylephrine, and vitamin C, there are some contraindications, and you need to be careful of any drug-drug interactions. So go in, ask your pharmacist. They can recommend symptomatic treatment, and they can recommend the flu shot for you.
Well, Jack, I'm grateful that there are pharmacists out there like you that are serving us and looking out for us. So thank you so much. And for serving Mzansi this morning too. Your job is never underappreciated. We always are grateful for you. So thank you so much. And Mzansi, I hope that this gives you some more confidence to get through the season. Now, the winter season is not over just yet, but after being informed, you are ending it off stronger and healthier. And for this, I'm absolutely here for it. So get through the season, get your health on, and maybe you can get playing with your kids, because it is the school holidays, of course. So keep your health and make that happen. Thank you so much, Shaki.
Thank you, Lal.
Stand your best chance of beating colds and flu this winter and being one of 2 winners of 5,000 Rand each with Carenza Paracy. To find out how the triple effect of Carenza Paracy makes it an essential on your shopping list this winter and how you can win 5,000 Rand in cash, catch Expresso from the 3rd to the 12th of July and manage cold and flu symptoms this season. Simply reply to the competition posts on the Expresso social media pages using hashtag Carenza Paracy and hashtag BeatWinterFlu. T's and C's apply.
All right, that was very informative. Thank you very much, Ryle. But for now, we're going to stop spreading the germs because it is time to spread some love and joy. Yes. Now, earlier this week, we asked you to tell us who the one person is that brings you the most joy and laughter in your life, and the response was really overwhelming. We got so much cool stuff. The amount of love and appreciation that came through was just so special. So we had to share a couple of those, and we want to do a couple of special shout outs as well. So let's see. What do we have here? We have Boo-Boo.
Princess Shengu comes through first and says, you know the saying that goes, there's light at the end of the tunnel. And that's definitely my mom. No matter how sad and frustrating my day is, once I speak to her, there's so much laughter and joy. She's like that naturally. With everyone, we love her so much.
Nice. Oh, that's sweet, man.
I love that narrative too. That was beautiful stuff. But it doesn't stop there. Queen comes through next with this one. And it goes, my handsome husband and our 2 beautiful kids. They bring so much joy and laughter to my life. I thank God for blessing me with such an amazing family. We all love Omar rusks, dipping it in our hot chocolate in front of our fireplace, and it's one of our favorite things to do.
I'm telling you, people are using AI to do these comments. How are the odds on?
How's this so wholesome?
I absolutely love it, man. Thank you so much for sending these through. Then we've got Pamela weighing in saying, my daughter brings more joy into my life. She's very humble and respectful. She is always there when I need her. We've both been through a lot, yet she keeps me strong. I love her lots.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I get a sense that when we provide these opportunities for people to share love, it's almost like they jump on it like they haven't done it. And it begs the question, why are we not expressing our love and our joy and our appreciation?
Man, because, I mean, that's beautiful, and it is so special, like you've seen. But, I mean, who is the person that brings the most joy and laughter in your life? We'd love to know from you, but what about you guys?
Oh, man, can I
Because I would break out in a cold sweat if you told me just choose one.
I know, no, I've been thinking about my answer now very craftily
and be
for the
careful,
last few minutes.
Everyone's listening.
Undoubtedly, and it's for 2 very different reasons. So my daughter, Georgie, if you're watching right now, is hilarious, unintentionally funny. She is just so hardcore when she goes about her day. I'm just constantly laughing at. She just really doesn't care. She just is on her own mission, and I love you for that, baby. But the person who makes me laugh the most is my son. He is so funny and intentionally funny, unintentionally funny. But I love the fact that generally, the first time I see him, I'll be laughing. And when we go to bed at night, he'll crack some comment or explain something to me or do something, get me to tell a story or something, and I'm laughing. So I love you, boy. Thank you so much. You give me so much joy every moment we're together. Not every moment. There are times you drive me absolutely crazy, kid. But it's awesome.
You're making me want to have kids now.
Yeah, don't. No, don't. I love you, man. Don't.
A great question, man, and I'm with you on this one. It's so difficult to choose one person, but someone that really just stood out for me when you asked it was my ma.
Yeah.
She's like 94, 95 years old, and she goes through the most, has been through the most, and is still dealing with things. But yet when you see her, she just always offers this like energy that is just serving. She wants to make you laugh. She's witty, and she's still so present in all these moments. And whenever I have a conversation with Ma, you leave there feeling more powerful. You feel there leaving like feeling special,
everything's okay,
grateful for what you have, and you're like, what am I worried about? This woman has lived and loved life for so long and been through so much. I've got it good. You know what I mean? It really just paints the picture, puts things in perspective. And Ma, I love you. If you are watching now, thank you for sharing all the love you have with our family, with everybody in our family. And yeah, this one's for you.
Oh, wow. That is special, dude. That is very, very special.
The cup keeps filling itself.
It keeps filling itself. But you know what? If there is someone special who brings an abundance of joy and laughter into your life, then give them a shout out and let us know as well, because you can enter on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram pages using the hashtag #MoreThanARusk, and one lucky person will win an Omar Rusk's hamper plus 2,000 Rand in cash. T's and C's do apply, and you can find them on our website, expressoshow.com. Go and share the love, Zanzi.
Just dawned on me, I didn't hear a word you said. I just heard crunching. So maybe we might have to repeat that just now.
I hope you guys heard.
All right, look. Come to me, Mum.
There is more in every dip with Oma Rusks.
Bespoke.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to it. It's your Wednesday morning and your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And right now it's out with the old and in with the new. It's your bedroom calling for an update. Yes, because we all know that your bedroom is constantly calling for an update. But you'd be surprised what a touch of newness can do to your space. And here to help us this morning to add some elegance to our bedrooms is stylist and blogger Megan Pedro. How's it, Megs?
Hi, good.
Listen, I'm glad that we are surrounded by blankets and stuff, but because I'm quite chilly this morning, which is fantastic. But listen, great new products from Woolworths Home, which I think got you very excited. And all of us excited because, like I said, our bedrooms are always calling for something fresh. So what are some of the newer items on offer from Woolworths Home?
Okay, we are going to be talking about the winter warmers at Woolies. I love the, like we keep the an alliteration right there.
All right.
So let's start.
Warmers at Woolies.
At Woolies, there we go.
Nicely done.
So the
First time round you
versatility.
said it. Well done.
Just wait. Let's see how many times I can do that. Okay, so we're going to talk about the versatility of these pieces, which I absolutely love. We're specifically talking about the bedroom today, but you can see how so many of these pieces transition into your different rooms really, really easily.
Right.
So let's start with the comforter. Okay, so your duvet cover right here. This is a pure washed cotton, which means that in the winter, it's keeping you nice and warm. In the summer, when you swap over, it's really can keep you quite, cool and breathable, which is so lovely. Also, what I always speak about is keeping in your neutral tones. And this specifically, swap out your scatter cushions and your blankets and your throws quite easily to have a different look in your bedroom instantly.
Right, exactly.
Which is quite nice.
That's always what makes you, what draws the eye the minute you walk into it.
Completely.
Yeah.
So bringing me to the scatter cushions, this is the Sienna range. It is absolutely timeless.
Just acknowledge how good it feels.
And so soft, right?
So soft.
I often think that in the kitchen you need smell-o-vision, you need like touch-o-vision for this because it is so soft. Literally walk into your Woolies, feel this. I couldn't tell you how plush this is. Also, the color tones are so timeless. And what I love, this is the sienna blanket, which you can see goes with it, the throw.
Look at that.
This is a two-sided, so you can see here, which is so nice. You can pull it into your lounge and it can literally be on the black side, or you can put it into your bedroom and have this neutral side. Instantly, your space is updated.
Once again, I mean, just the feel of this
so
material and
soft.
this knit is beautiful.
I
How
have
big is
seen a
this
couple
blanket?
of people walk around the studio with it like this.
I was about to
try it.
I'm going to try it. Let's see. because we gotta.
I mean, look at the size of it.
Oh, yes. Okay, hang on. Let's
It's
do
so
this.
plush. And you can even see the way that you're doing this with the bounce just shows you how we're not going to get him out of that. Okay,
No,
so let's move straight off. We have a beautiful rug. So this is the tough diamond rug. Again, if you are in a home or an apartment space that already is carpeted, what I really enjoy is adding a rug to it for layering. It's so easy to instantly add some beautiful texture to your space,
Yes.
which is, again, is such a styling element.
And a nice rug brings that little bit of warmth to the
100%.
bedroom as well.
100%. This is also polycotton, which means that it's sturdy, but also really, really warm, which I love. And then sticking with that polycotton, we have the lamp set. Okay, this is one of my favorite pieces. I think that this can live in an entrance hall, in your coffee table, side tables. It's got an aluminium frame, which means it's super sturdy, but the black is just so chic in any kind of environment.
Very nice, compared with that grey kind of lamp shade.
Oh, and I mean, Woolies has done it for you. You don't even have to look for a lampshade separately.
Yeah.
It's a set completely done for you already. And then moving on for some greenery. If you don't have a green thumb, do not worry, okay? These are faux. So this is so lovely. You can add it to any room. I love it in a bathroom because often you have to think about plants in a bathroom that is, you know, kind of resistant to mistiness. And these just kind of wipe off with a cloth now and then for dust.
And it
But they're
adds a little bit
perfect.
of a kind of freshness.
In a beautiful
to the
ceramic,
space.
you know, holder. It's
Look,
perfect.
I think there's fantastic things on offer, but now you're going to just quickly give us your tips on how do we utilize these different items and bring it together.
Okay, I, again, always stick with neutrals. I think that neutrals transition in your home so wonderfully, which means you can also have a statement piece of something. Just like, think about these pieces as jewelry. You start with the base, which is your outfit down here, and then you add your jewelry to it. Don't just lay exactly how you've done it. Don't just layer, you know, in straight lines. Add a little bit of flair, you know?
There we go.
With
Look
the
at
pieces,
that.
it creates a
Twist
beautiful
here and
texture.
a twist
Yeah,
there.
completely. This is your space to enjoy. Really, really take the time, see what textures work. Don't be afraid of too much, you know, pattern that clashes. If it's in your neutral family, chances are that it kind of goes,
Exactly,
which I really
because
enjoy.
more about the overall color scheme.
100%, yeah. And also pick pieces that really transition in your home. You can move straight to the lounge for couch, you know, couch movie night, back to your bedroom. Versatile pieces are the ones, I think.
Versatile pieces, all right. Well, thank you very, very much, Megs. I'm going to go just make myself a little bit
There
comfy.
you
And
go.
this is where you will find me for the rest of the morning. And you can find, of course, all of these beautiful items. It's available in-store, online, or on the Woolies app. Cheers. Good night, guys.
Lights off.
I'm out. I'm done.
Yes, son, we need some of your wisdom today because it's time to talk about money. As we progress through life, our financial goals and desires, they must evolve and change with us as more money enters our life. Hopefully, we're on that trajectory. And when that does happen, where would you choose to invest those little landfalls? Well, time to find out in another round of Would You Rather? Dun, dun, dun. You ain't getting it. I told you we need some wisdom.
guys, that
some
was
grown-up wisdom in this space, man.
So many kids at this table. Not in here, knocking on the wrong door, buddy.
So we're talking money, and I'm going to paint the picture with this particular scenario. And as always, I just need brutal honesty. So you've started earning some more money. The dollars are coming in, and you're getting serious about your investments for your financial future. So would you rather, A, pay more money into a bigger home, kind of live that experience while the money is coming in, or B, would you pay more into your retirement investments? And I suppose in some way the house could be seen as an asset in that sense. And I like it. For me, it's a generational asset. I think for a lot of us, think of a house now as beyond just being a financial asset because the ecosystem around it is so volatile. But maybe you and I can put that to you.
It's a tough one, dude. It really is a tough one for me because, I mean, I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes to these things. If there's anybody out there who would keen to help me with investment, let me know because, I mean, there's so many different options.
Yeah.
But speaking about the house, I just feel you know what? You live now. And if this is something that you aspire for yourself, for your family, and you can do it, I mean, yes, you can see it as an investment. And I do know when it comes to property, if you live in the house,
It depends how you use it. Yeah, but it depends how you utilize
but I mean, you
that
also,
asset.
I'm of the opinion, I want to enjoy my time with my family and my life right now. So if I can, I would invest in a little bit of bigger house, other than, you know, saving a little bit here and saving a little bit there. I know how important that is, but I mean, I also don't want my life to slip away from me and say, man, I should have done
Especially
that,
during
or
this
could have done
finite
that.
stage with your kids as
That's
well.
what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Do you
Okay.
feel me? I know that maybe that's not the right way to look at it, but I mean, there's other options or things that you can look at and invest in.
You're looking at him with absolute disgust, like,
No, I do.
oh my word.
I just feel like you don't need to justify yourself that much.
Yeah.
I think it's a worthy decision. For me, I'm living that right now, and I had to make that decision and be honest with myself and say, yeah, I'd be very, very, very lucky if I could get to a point where I can retire. Especially if I take my lifestyle into account right now. It's dangerous. I'm taking lots of risks. I am living life to its fullest.
You're like the guy on Along Came Polly, bro. You're like that billionaire that we're going to try to get life assurance for.
Yo,
No.
So I have made the decision to say, well, I don't know what's going to happen then, but I do know what's happening right now. And right now, I can still not waste the money and potentially throw it into an investment of sorts, which I can enjoy. And worst case scenario, down the line, let's say I am 65, I got no job, I'm bang out of luck, and I don't have retirement. I've still got an asset here that I could potentially leverage for something more and downsize. So that's me personally, though. That's a personal
I've seen someone really close to me.
Pretty much how I see it.
And I always used to be so jealous of the fact that those friends of mine and my sister, for instance, bought property early on. But I've seen how she utilized that during a really tough time and kind of saved us all because she had invested in that asset. So I think you can have a bit of both in this space. But of course, we aren't the wisest in this little ecosystem, as I like to say. You guys are as well. So we put it to you guys what you would do in this particular scenario. So let's see. Latoya says, B, pay more into my retirement. As due to the cost of living, I want to retire and live an amazing, relaxed retirement.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
Because that retirement phase is going to be a lot longer now. Yeah?
Valencia says, B, definitely retirement plan is the way to secure your future.
Nice.
Okay. All right, so there we have it. It would definitely be B, says Florence, and Jolene says, A, life's too short. Live now. We humans always make a plan, so tomorrow will sort itself out.
Yeah, man, that's called your kids. That's why I'm investing in my children, man.
Look, there's so many more comments coming through. Joan Smith also says, B, pay more money into retirement. And it looks like Thirtwell, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, says A for me with a big hard face.
It's very mixed, eh?
Yeah, it is.
But I like the way that people who go for option B justify it. Option A, like, A, boom, look, hey, drop my
let me be honest. When it comes to me being 65 and older and wanting to retire, I mean, I do want to retire comfortably and not having to chill. I want to just sit on my stoop and drink a coffee and know that my house is paid off. And I want that, you know. So of course, the decisions you make now is going to gear that up. But again, it's that balance between, but I'm also living now.
We are never going to retire. We're going to be professionally ourselves for the rest of our
We'll still
lives.
be here.
I
like that.
Yeah, no, I dig it. It's a crazy old world out there, but I think this really does paint a picture that we are motivated by different reasons, different goals. And we're all in different life stages as well and have very different financial goals relating to that season. But earlier this week, we learned that up to 90%, that's the vast majority of South Africans, cannot afford to retire comfortably, if at all. And if you're worried that you're not saving enough or haven't begun yet, that's okay, but take that first step today. And I'm telling you, even if you're over 55, 60, there are retirement vehicles available for you. And Nedbank have a wide variety of short and long-term investment accounts that you really can delve into to reach those goals. So visit nedbank.co.za today and just take that first step. Doesn't have to be a big thing, buying a house or a large sum of money. Just take step number one.
Choose a rate of up to 8.75% with a Nedbank Just Invest account and still make additional deposits when you have extra money. Open your account in less than 2 minutes on the Money app. Join the bank that's best for your savings goals.
Watch South Africa versus Scotland live in France in a once-in-a-lifetime rugby experience brought to you by Clover. Catch the box in rugby's ultimate showpiece, hosted by Springbok legend Skulk Burger. 5 lucky winners and their partners will be winging their way to France. Plus, take a cruise to the Mediterranean island paradise of Ibiza. Buy any Clover product to enter. Watch Expresso Breakfast Show every weekday morning for more information on how you can win.
Made with love by Clover. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, Mzansi, welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. And if you haven't been enjoying the show already, well, now is going to definitely elevate the mood, elevate the smile, and seeing that it's the holidays, it's time to bring another lucky through for y'all.
Yes, sometimes, I mean, gadget addiction to kids can lead to, let's be honest, the lack of interest in development of real-life practical skills. Let's quickly take a look at how this particular mother leads by example.
Ooh. See, I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me...
Well played.
Yes, I do the cooking, yes, I do.
Now, there we have it. That's what they call reverse psychology right there.
Well
It's like,
played,
yeah,
leveraging the good stuff against
Bam.
them. That's some good pointers there. I like that.
Yeah, so maybe something to keep in mind for the holidays. I'm just saying, mums and dads out there, yeah, keep that balance.
Keep that balance. And speaking of balance, we're going to send the balance straight out of control right now and unbalance you because the man himself is standing by for some entertainment.
We are having so much fun reconnecting with an old friend whose life seems to be lived on a different level now. Can I call you a global superstar?
I'll take it. I'll take it.
No, you must take it, dude, because you've kind of stepped into that space. I know things got a little squirrely for all of us during that COVID period. It feels so different now. When you are abroad, when you are in New York, when you're doing these things, working with internationals, as a South African artist, do you feel different? Because I always think like we're, you know, imposter syndrome whenever we step into that world, and then we are amazed when one of us does something incredible. Is that starting to shift? What does it feel like when you're that side?
I think, like, I've done it a lot now, so I have a community of artists and producers and people that I work with that have become like family and friends to me. And I think that, you know, when you play shows there, you're playing to South Africans, but there's a renewed interest in South African music, I think, in the last few years. Like, South African music is starting to emerge on the global stage. So it's exciting to be able to introduce, you know, what we're doing over here. Yeah, kind of just have some crossover to new markets, which is exciting. And I think, like, you know, LA is there's so much talent there. There's so much, like, creative talent. It feels like I have to be at my A game.
Yeah,
you know, it's kind of, I'm out of my comfort zone. I have to challenge myself. So it's really stimulating for me.
And that must be a great counterbalance, because when you're here, we all heap praise on you, because you've achieved so much within the South African context, which is beautiful. And you've done it very much on your own steam, very purposefully, despite this platform that you were afforded, obviously. So I love that fact. When you go inside the making of the music, is that changing? Because it feels in our space different reality. Has it changed for you?
Yeah, I think over the years you evolve and you change and you grow as an artist. You know, for me, like, I always want to challenge myself. I want to find new ways of singing and new ways of presenting my music and new subject matter to write about. And I think over there in LA, like, when I go there, as you say, like, I'm working my way up. So I have to come and I have to be the best that I can be without anyone knowing my history or my background. And so, yeah, it just challenges me in a really good way. It allows me to, like, sort of flex those muscles as if I was a new artist just coming and writing the best song that I could possibly write.
And it must be quite liberating as well, because no one knows anything.
You kind of have no history. It's a clean slate.
I absolutely love it. So you've got a big couple of weeks, well, a big couple of years, I would imagine, looking at where you are in this next phase of your trajectory. Very exciting, moving into the creative process with a music video. How do you bring yourself out of this quite insular singing creative space and project yourself in that creative environment? Do you enjoy music videos? Does it make you cringe? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, so the new single, Call to Hear Your Voice, we're about to shoot the music video, and we're shooting it in Cape Town, which is going to be awesome. You know, it's as an artist, I'm a musician, so it's hard for me to express myself visually. So it's always, you know, there's always a reliance on the directors and the people that you work with to find the best way to externalize the emotion of the song in a narrative or in a visual, like, medium. And I enjoy the process. Shooting videos is a long day, and it's hard work. It's a stressful couple of days. But at the end, when you get to watch it and you get to see the music sort of expressed in that way, and you feel the director's vision.
creative
Yeah,
genius,
through another vision, kind of trying to express your music. That's always an exciting process. So, yeah, it should be out in the next few weeks.
No, we absolutely love it, buddy. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you.
I know you're going to stick around. We're going to do some fun stuff online in just a moment. But you do have a way of just capturing that emotion so beautifully, and you're going to do it right now with one of our favorites. Here he is, Jesse Clegg, with Speed of Light. Enjoy, bro.
Thank you.
I defied the gods, played against the odds, built a house of cards with no ceiling. Falls down and then start over again, try to make a life worth leading. Live this night 100 times, if this tunnel ends, show me the line. Where's the line? Wait a minute, if I blink, I'll miss it. You're the dream I'm wishing would come true. My heart's racing like a car chase. Basically, I'm starstruck when I look at you. And I feel love again. And you came into speed of light. I feel love again. Suddenly you're here and I don't know where you've been. But you came into speed of light. And I feel love again. Love again. Now I feel your touch, but my mind just rushes to the times I've been broken. And the emptiness is a consequence of a heart I can't open. It's been so long since I believed anyone would face the dark with me. Dark with me. If this night 100 times, if this tunnel ends, show me the light. Where's the light? Wait a minute, if I blink, I'll miss it. You're the dream I'm wishing would come true. My heart's racing like a car chase. Basically, I'm starstruck when I look at you. And I feel love again. And you came at the speed of light. I feel love again. Suddenly you're here and I don't know where you've been. But you came at the speed of light. And I feel love again. Love again. Hey, let's leave tonight. We're flying at the speed of light. Come with me. Let's leave tonight. We're flying at the speed of light. Come with me. Wait a minute, if I blink, I'll miss it. You're the dream I'm wishing would come true. My heart's racing like a car chase. Basically, I'm starstruck when I look at you. And I feel love again. And you came at the speed of light. I feel love again. Suddenly you're here and I don't know where you've been. But you came at the speed of light. And I feel love again. Love again.
Jesse Clegg!
You beautiful human being, Jesse.
Wow.
Please take a bow, my brother.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here so bright and early. We love you. And he's not going anywhere. In fact, we're going to have a little bit of fun on our YouTube channel a little bit later this morning, so stick around for that. What an amazing show. Well done, gents, for fighting the temptation.
Kryptonite is real out here.
Guys, gearing up for World Chocolate Day on Friday. I mean, this is what happened in the Culinary hotline. Chocolate skillets, some dessert. What did you make here? What was
This was like a mocha, sort of
it was
hot
like a chocolate
vibe.
mocha
Oh, it
with
was so
cinnamon
good.
and, oh, man.
It wasn't ready.
It's almost like they laid it out here for us to taste.
Is it like
Almost.
I get this
Almost.
idea. I don't know why. Are you going to go in?
I'm doing it.
Okay,
I'm
Tips,
I'm really-
can I grab the skillet then? Is that
Go
that
for it,
me?
yeah.
All right, Mzansi, you
What
go.
is it though? What is it even? Is it a brownie?
Like a
is
brownie
it a cake?
made in a...
Oh,
But look
looks
at that ice
amazing.
cream and look how... Just don't mess it up because it looks beautiful.
Oh, man.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, my
Oh, that's good.
goodness.
That's good.
This is a chocolate pudding on a different level. We promised kind of layers to this. My goodness, that velvety mouthfeel. Come on, buddy. Oh, we figured out a physical activity that Ryle can't do. Oh, it's crunchy. Come on, you can do it. Oh, we love you all so much.
Yes, I
Hopefully
got
you've
it.
been as inspired. We'll see you on YouTube just now.
Yes.
Come on, join us.
See you now.
Wow.
Nada. Feel Good production.
And we are back live on Facebook and also on YouTube, our Feel Good family this morning, hanging out with the incredible Jesse Clegg. We kept him a little bit longer this morning because he is just one of our favorite sons. Jesse, it really is such an honor to have you, my friend. It's really
Thank you,
been
man.
awesome.
I love coming here. Every time I have a new song out, I always come and visit you guys.
Yeah,
So
and let me
it's such
tell
a
you,
fun.
he was so excited to be here this morning that he actually arrived before myself, which is normally here first.
I wasn't happy about that. It was before sunrise.
No, dude, let's be honest.
Musicians are not meant to be up this early.
No, absolutely 100% agree with you, but then again, also the sun only comes out, it's winter, dude, it's
Yeah,
Cape Town, so
okay.
it's like 8 o'clock. Okay.
Right.
Listen, we have one more performance that you are blessing us with. Tell me about the song. What are we going to do?
I'm going to do Let It Burn, which is a song that's on my new album, and it's really a song about being present in the moment, having a good time, and just enjoying, you know, the moment that you find yourself in life.
Yeah, and you know what? It's such a powerful song as well, and it enjoyed a lot of radio play and airplay.
Yeah.
I mean, I love listening to the song. It's such a catchy tune. What is it
Yeah.
about this song for you, man? Because it really is such a big tune. We were talking about it off air earlier on with my great. It's like every song that you do, if it starts off, you're like, oh, this is a big one. You know, you got that thing.
I don't know. This was the first song that I released off this new batch of music that I'm working on, and it was kind of my first time experimenting in this new sound. So the song was very important to me in terms of finding the sound of the new album, and it was the first one out the gates. And it's about two people who are trying to find, you know, find a connection, and you know, eventually you have to get to the point where you are just present with each other and you're just enjoying each other's presence. So it's about letting that moment burn,
Just
letting
let
that
it burn.
moment happen.
I love that. All right, well, we're looking forward to it. Ladies and gentlemen, Jesse Clegg with Let It Burn. Take it away, my friend.
Thanks, man.
What's so damn new bad lately? There's one place left we can take this. We've got time, time to break the rules, time to play the fool all our lives. Petrified. Trying to play it cool, can't deny it. We were sipping on this love like free tequila. We were dancing when this world was standing still. And you said this fire made you a believer. So free tequila. We were dancing when this world was standing still. And you said this fire made you a believer. So baby, if you love it, let it burn. Let it say I'm all in. I'm saying every day this ain't nothing. And this happened like an explosion. Head first straight into the ocean. Hate to admit that I'm falling. And we were sipping on this love free tequila. We were dancing when this world was standing still. And you said this fire made you a believer. So baby, if you love it, let it burn. Let it
Clegg, come on live on YouTube and Facebook. Ruth, there's your two male backup dancers, man.
Yeah.
Hey?
Now you've made it.
Was that a first for you, bro? Yeah? First for you. Two very talented...
Two male backup dancers. If someone just turned the channel on right now, it's just me and my two male backup dancers.
Listen, dude, it's been wonderful,
Thank you,
to have you. We'll hopefully catch up with you soon. Where can people catch you, keep up with what you're doing?
Yeah, I've got lots of shows coming up. They can check it out on jcclegg.com. All my shows are listed there, but there's lots coming up, so I can't wait to see you guys out there, and we'll be back for more.
Yes, JC Clegg live right here on the Feel Good Breakfast Show on YouTube, on Facebook. Thank you very much for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow. Have a lekker Wednesday.
Can't stop saying that, man.